treat if he doesn't.
Mm.
And that's how we train Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him a treat.
Treat training.
Yeah.
Treat training.
I feel like we need chocolate, and every time the DM does something good, we just throw it at him.
I mean, we can do this.
Like, you can tell by the looks of him, he's not very good at the moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
so he's a bit half-starved.
Negative reinforcement training.
Carrot and stick method.
That's my book.
That's your negative
That's your own
reinforcement format.
And you rolled a critical fail.
I did.
it's amazing. First roll of the stream, it was you. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't in your dice tray, and you still rolled a natural 1.
God.
It wasn't even his
I don't think
dice.
it could be any more perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could have.
I-
The very, very heavy metal dice could have landed on his cell phone instead of his brand new book, and that would have been funny.
Smash his phone
That would've
just
been
to
funnier.
really...
That'd be the second time
The
I had
fact
to
that it was
fix to get that phone.
accidental would have made that much funnier.
Well, see, the last time I had my phone broke is due to a gym and weights.
Who's Jim?
Big.
Yeah, who's Jim? Welcome,
Well, ain't mine.
everybody, to Maxed and Doubled, episode
Da-da-da-da.
31.
I don't know. I gotta start up.
Head over to our Twitter and vote in the poll. We're introducing new content
Alright.
here on Maximum Altitude, and we want to know what our priorities should be.
If
You
you,
get a
are like
prize.
me and you love XCOM, make sure you vote for what one?
Story-driven content.
That's the
And
one.
if you want like a gift or something, don't vote whatever clan voted for.
I'll cut you.
Story-driven
I believe
gameplay,
it's the skits.
story-driven gaming,
you
cooperative
want your own
gaming,
soldier.
comedy, and other short film skits,
Who's hiring for that?
or informational, informative. Those are our categories, and
I
feel
like-
free to go and vote on our Twitter, which you can find up there, over there. That's the handle. That's the Twitter handle right
Sorry,
there.
I was just picturing someone
Go to
actually
it
being
and
intentionally
vote.
funny.
Please.
Yeah, it's none of us.
Okay, now that you've voted, shall we start?
You know, Hannah, I just realized you don't use the book that Anna lovingly made for you for notes.
Yeah, I know. And she
Because she
actually,
takes too many.
Left out the notes
she
pages
did not
specifically for that
give
reason.
me
Ah.
any notes pages.
I was
I
wondering-
don't have notes pages.
Yeah, I was
in
wondering
here.
why yours is a lot thinner.
Because do you know how long it would take for her to have transcribed
Mate, I've got like 7
all
pages
of this
I
into
got,
this book
oh, yeah, no.
from the first book?
Anna
It would
gave
have
up on
taken
me.
forever.
Yeah.
We're also realizing our overlay is broken, so we'll fix that during the break. That's not supposed to be that font or in that position. Even though we fixed it last week, apparently it's decided to bold
wow.
itself again. So it's
Yeah.
going to sit there for the first couple hours, and then when we go on break, I'll fix that. But yeah.
Without
Hi
further
guys,
ado.
it's been a great day.
Without further
It's been a
ado,
I do.
previously,
You're staring at him so he doesn't.
the Calamity Hunters, that's you guys.
Oh, that's us.
It really
Yeah.
does sound like a song.
Are you sure it's us? Because I mean we're missing half the people now.
From the Calamity back.
Entered Yoln
Yoln.
once more at the request of the Mestrial, or should I say the pleading of the Mestrial.
I mean distress.
Via message
The mistress of
to
distress.
Archibald.
Sounds like my deck.
Why Archibald?
Because I can send using the sending
I
spell.
thought you asked
Yeah,
me
she didn't
why
pick him,
he's-
he picked her.
I thought you were...
True, because you messaged first, didn't you?
Mm.
Right, so I was picturing her being like, who of them will I message? And picking Archibald, who we didn't even know was alive when we left. So
I
was
thought you were
like, what?
questioning why the choice of the name,
No.
which is a
I
fair...
also had that
Yeah.
for a brief moment. I was like, are
Why
we getting
the
into
character?
that? Anyway, you faced off against the Horseman War.
We got betrayed.
That's
You were betrayed.
faced
The
off.
Horseman.
The Horseman. And it didn't quite go in your favour. Leave.
Unforeseen circumstances, to be fair, except for you. You're the only one who saw it.
I foreseen those
We
circumstances.
foreseen. You didn't
I
foresaw.
foreseen.
You didn't foresaw.
I foreseen
No. Well,
them
technically full
circumstances
now.
over there.
Oh yeah, I foreseen them.
We're in the future.
Circumstances.
Fast.
Them circumstances.
Circumstances.
Time. It's
Uh-huh.
Fair enough.
And you were
Nothing else.
forced to flee.
Yeah.
In the aftermath, you were retrieved by the Mestrial's scouts, with Silcus being retrieved last due to the fact that he was in disguise. Very effective disguise.
Otherwise known...
It's a disguise, whether or not it's natural or unnatural, it's still a disguise.
It's him. It's his skin changing.
It's really gross.
A
It makes me
motorbike rode
picture,
through
like,
Yoln,
collision
and
Mystic does it in X-Men, okay?
you
Mystique.
guys don't like
Mystique.
recaps, do you?
No.
But you know that he has a lot of joy when he was saying that recap just earlier?
Anyway, continuing the recap.
Seeing how we were destroyed.
It was discussed somewhat prior to you all arriving, but then announced that the Mastrial had her best people on the case of war, and you were not to go after Varamas and War and Suzumi.
She was sending motorbikes after them.
Exactly.
Have you got to the part where he pissed off the Maestral yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
It's coming up.
It needs an entire subsection devoted to it.
One day I will reach that point. It might not be tonight, but I will reach that point in our recap.
Oh, it won't be tonight.
Maybe next week.
At least I was on topic,
Yeah,
okay?
You've been very generous, letting him say, catch up. Michael, stop being rude.
Fenrir gave you a rundown on what your current leads were to follow, including the island of Yoln in Daelandar's very far northwestern corner, the outpost that you'd previously been to, and the tunnels further down that you didn't explore, and who you presume to be Famine, spotted on the south coast of Thrakratha in Port Dekar when you originally arrived there. You began to do some errands. Silkus took up an offer of heading down to Alba's Arcane Athenium, stated by the Mestrial to have been given access to,
We're almost at the part, Josh. Pay attention.
where he immediately fell in love with Alba
I
and
didn't even read
her
one.
assistant flump,
No.
called Puff.
Thank you.
And being so enamored with the place and with its occupants, bought something he didn't even want, before getting extremely
you're talking
angry at the
about
fact
me.
that he'd been apparently duped, despite no one ever stating he was getting anything for free.
That's, yeah.
He made the Mestrial very, very mad.
Hey, we're up to that part now.
Sorry?
We're up
And-
to that part now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Over the course of the next day or so, Fenrir
Yeah, I keep forgetting
spoke
about
to
that.
you all and announced that he was going to be staying behind in Yoln as essentially your middleman. He would be working with you remotely to ensure that information that was necessary would be passed on to the Mestrial. And Hannah wants to ask me something.
Don't forget the bug thing.
Oh, yeah.
Rhino
Wonderland.
picked me.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, don't worry, I'm not forgetting that.
He's not up to
Because
that
that's
yet.
like, no.
Yeah, remember.
'cause
I wouldn't know if I
that's
classify it
his
as a
after.
bug, but
He'll get to that part after the
I was
mid-show
having
after
a brain
show.
fart, and I'm like, what's the thing that I found?
We're alive, though, so that's nice.
You took so long that Anna posted the recap in chat.
yeah, exactly. Of tonight.
Come on,
That's
Oscar.
the recap for tonight, guys.
Come
See you
on,
later.
man. Get better at this.
You're gonna get hit.
I'm gonna go to this corner.
Fenrir has now decided to split off from the party.
Do that.
It has been reported that War, Suzumi, Varamas, and the army are moving northwest
Towards Freda Town, right?
in that direction, but at quite a slow pace.
And on the other side of the Gulf?
On the western side of the Gulf and still roundabouts in the Dalen range.
Western side of the Gulf, eastern side of lacrosse.
Yeah, exactly.
Sports.
In the meantime, John and Sariel, off on their own errands, were found and promptly bonded to, shall I say, by
Physically.
a small, I say small, a large dog-sized weird rhino elephant thing, described as Rhyhorn,
Yeah.
Didn't we actually get its name? I thought we did.
You guys
that was identified to be the culprit of the screaming and the
We
chasing
have neighbours.
birds, the bird chasing that you had previously experienced while traversing the plains east of Freda Town. It is now following John very closely, reacting to commands as he issues them, And you have been advised to take some time to yourselves. What would you like to do with it? Silkus, you approach the Mestriel.
Yes,
Oh, we haven't got to
So, this is just... can we just... just before we leave, after being the payment, what we get in, before we go...
I'm going to say the rest of the party turns
Yeah.
on their heels and heads out, and you kind
I'll
of
wait
go...
till they leave.
Oh, you want them back with you?
No, I'll wait till they leave.
Okay. And so you kind of let them walk up ahead, and then you stop, wait till they leave, you turn around, and you walk back up to the Mestriel.
I walk up just a few more steps close to myself.
Yeah, Silkus.
I put my cane firmly front, and I say, Marcel, I humbly apologize for my horrendous behavior earlier this morning. You were absolutely right. You were more than generous, and Alba is a fine physician. She's a fine and brilliant mind. Whatever has happened to me is no excuse for what has come of you and your people. I would like to, as a way of paying back for my behavior, I like to be able to offer my own personal non-Calamity Hunters services free of charge. I am a proficient, as you know, in arcane, umbral technology and engineering, and research. But I'm also proficient in negotiation and diplomacy in certain circumstances. So, and I hope I'm not being too forward with this, but if there is any need, I would like to also extend these services to help with any tension between Yoln and Chimera. As you know, my father, he's the Archmage. I'm sure there's something I could help with. This is not just one-time offer. These are going to be a forever thing. Anytime you need help, it is completely free of charge. As what I did was unforgivable. It was unlike a Nuid, and despite all that, I do apologize, and then I do a formal bow.
Thank you, Silkus. I appreciate it. Your services are currently in use, and for now, stay with the Calamity Hunters. Give them everything you are capable of assisting with. Maybe in future we'll have something more for you, but your perpetual service to Yoln is not what is currently needed from you.
I agree, I understand, but please keep that in mind.
We will. Thank you, Silkus.
Well, I will be off. I bid you farewell, and have a good day. And I just tap my cane a couple times, and I walk out. And I catch up with the rest of them.
Now, everyone.
So,
Silkus catches up. You didn't even realize it was gone. And
Really? After that long of a speech?
I mean, you guys left by then.
Oh, true.
what would you all like to do with your time?
so, hey Silkus, could I ask you for a favour?
Certainly.
Because we're in the city, and you said that the lady at the magic shop could make magic items. I was wondering if you could help me go to the library and do some research, because I was kind of hoping to gear up a bit, but I don't really know what kind of stuff is out there, and I figured you might be able to help me look, and I could make up a list of stuff that I would want to see how much it would be to get it commissioned.
That would be my pleasure. We can do that. I think, what time is it right now?
At this stage, it's because you came back
It would be
at
like
the really end of the day
we
because
read
you were
like
at the
7
library.
hours worth of stuff.
It's mid-evening at this point.
Okay.
I say first thing tomorrow morning, come back to and see if Alba is willing to do some more deals. She's quite intelligent
We got a week,
lady. We have a week.
You have, so
We've
it was
been
decided last week
advised.
that you would wait and see what the scouts reported on. If War was heading to the island of Yoln, then you would beat him to the punch and you'd leave early. But if war and the army diverted, you were going to take a week.
So, first thing tomorrow morning, we can certainly do that. I think right now would be a good time is we all get some food, get some drink, discuss what we've just received, and see where we'd go from there.
I have to say I don't think they push it letting sulfur into inns. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna get
I do see
Hib
your
into
point there.
an inn.
Yeah, I'll probably find a place to...
Well, I mean, I have to work on my lean-to building and stuff anyway. If you want, we can go back up to where we were playing with him.
Oh, yeah.
And just kind of camp out until we know what we're doing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna take a day off my skill.
Okay.
Yay!
And,
Okay.
Finally.
Oh, Archibald. I'm low on funds. Should we split that group cash bonus we just received?
I still gotta get
The hefty
exchange.
platinum.
I gotta get exchange
Yeah.
from...
If you want to take it out of party funds, go for it.
Except you've added all of it to the party funds, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
'Cause-
How much have you got in party funds right now?
At least 250 flat.
Sorry.
You should be.
Because that was what was in the bag, right?
All
I
of we
don't think
have
money.
3,049 gold. That's including
Yeah, I read something
the
here as
platinum.
well.
Cool.
No, I didn't write it, apparently.
That's a good amount.
So,
Saving up for it.
I'm taking out 62 flat. And
I'm thinking we
will
should...
be 50. That's a quarter of it.
Let's say we've been doing this maybe over some food. Just not in the middle of the street.
So what, 50? He's taking 50 gold
Oh,
and
you're just
62
taking it out,
flat.
sorry. We're not doing the
that
split.
should be a quarter of it.
Oh,
You're really good at maths.
We're also keeping for party
I didn't
funds,
see a
yes?
single calculator.
I was thinking about this when deciding on magic items earlier in the week, so that's already been done.
Forward planning.
Would you
John style.
care for a magical item that I have on me, on my person?
Oh my god.
It's got some
I
uses.
should have printed that one off.
It great for distractions, and it's quite limitless on potential.
It's really frustrating.
The
We
only
reduced this down to 499 gold pieces.
one
monster.
One more and 9 less. It's quite intriguing. It's I can do it for probably 30 gold. And I showed the whole.
It's resale value.
No, it's worse than that. But I'm trying to get some money out of this. I can't do it actually. It's too much.
Oh, come on, you know you want to.
Shut up.
At least I can be with someone
Shut
who
up.
will appreciate
Pop,
me.
pop, shut up.
I'll leave you your magical nick.
Sure.
I like to have things.
We'll talk later. We'll do business later.
I
rest of the campaign
I
is me
deal
trying to get rid of that
3d6
gold.
bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, you could probably use that as a weapon.
I was actually just picturing imagine something
John's
with it
gonna
and it
start
being
smacking things with a talking
you know how
doll.
when you hit something that talks a lot and it just goes towards the end? So it's that really funny dying sound.
I picture
Does,
it having the soft body and the porcelain head.
I'm picturing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
picturing-
god, he's using it as a flail.
I'm picturing the sound of RuneScape when they get hit.
Or Minecraft.
That's Minecraft.
Is Minecraft?
Yeah.
That's also RuneScape. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Ooh.
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 Please can we use it as a weapon because I really want Glenn to go oh every time you hit something.
We attach to a fishing rod so it becomes just a ranged weapon.
It's very versatile, this doll.
I told you, it's got.
It has the versatile
amazing the
feature.
potential.
The best part is its features activate within 5 feet of something, so you can just...
It gets hit. Right.
It talks shit and
Talk-
something gets hit.
Vicious mockery. Yeah.
Can we adapt it to have vicious mockery?
I want to add a spell to it.
Do you know I have a mod for Minecraft that makes my villagers sound like Jawas. Just as
Oscar,
a little side note.
It's been 20 minutes into this, and you've already rubbed your head.
And
but I
made it-
haven't
and
said
made
the
a
magic
very-
words.
But you
That'll
have
never
made a
happen.
very
I don't-
irritated sound. So
You
I
are
feel like
all
we're winning.
Amazing.
It's close as I can.
Typically, his very irritated sound is. Welcome.
Oh, really? Because he just went behind his hand. So.
Okay, so for tonight, are you all going together or are you splitting off for the night?
I would like us all to go together. I think of a way to actually talk about what's our next moves.
Well,
I mean, if
now
you
I
wanna
feel
camp
like
out.
a dick.
Where'd you go?
I'm just going back to the hotel. I've got an open arrow wound.
I know, you're coming with us.
To be fair, I do have herbs and poultices that can help with that.
Yeah.
And there's alcohol. Great
But
pink.
they have clean beds.
Yeah, well, alcohol is like a disinfectant.
Wow. I see how much you love me. Jeez. You just really want me to get my survival skill.
Just gonna go back
so
to that same
much.
place that we were.
You're
last
going
night.
back to the Rocks Roost. You're going back to the Rocks Roost. And you two are going with for tonight?
The Rock
Yeah.
Roost is a tavern with drinks.
Oh,
So.
we're going camping for that.
We're going
yeah.
camping because we don't
That's
think
right.
we can get
Right.
Here,
here
Right.
in
into
Thailand, into the
the-
Rocks
yeah.
Roost.
We don't think that like they'll take one look at him and be like, door.
I think
Okay.
we call
So-
Rye on Rye for short.
Okay.
Rye, that's what we call it.
Right. His name is Hib.
Rye sounds so much better.
No, it doesn't.
Rye.
It's not your pet. You don't get to name it.
If
all-
if
yeah.
its screaming doesn't turn into whatever Dr. Hibbert's one is, I'm gonna be really upset. I've broken it. Yeah, it took me 20
Okay,
minutes.
that was the sigh noise that you were talking about.
No, I wasn't listening.
He just did it and he also rolled his eyes.
Anyway.
We're
John
getting
and
there.
Sariel,
Yeah,
you
yes.
take Sulfur and
10
Hibboleth
minutes.
up to
We're
We're gonna
the
call it
party
the-
location.
We'll call it the party clearing.
The party clearing.
It's not really
the,
a party
the party
tree.
mountaintop. The party
Yeah,
peak.
party
Party peak.
Party peak. I
There
like
we
that.
go.
Peak.
Party
Oh,
peak.
that's good. Good stuff, guys.
Well, it could be the
Uh,
party tree, could it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're climbing the tree that was up there, then sure. But
There's some peaks on
you go up to the party
There's a
peak.
tree up
Roll a survival
There's a
check for
tree.
me, Sariel.
There's a tree up there.
Roll
There was a tree.
There's
Yeah.
no tree.
Varamas hung lights.
Wait,
or something.
no, because he ripped up trees up there.
A tree, not every
Okay.
tree.
So what am I doing? Survival.
Is it M-A-E?
Yes, survival check.
Do I get advantage at all?
No.
Because this is my party peak.
No.
Okay.
You do it very happily.
21.
M-A-E.
21. Okay.
That's
You-
not bad actually.
You get on the way up, you take some timber and building supplies from the path, knowing that once you get up there, there's not a whole lot. But you get up there and you build a pretty solid lean-to that you're happy with. In a pretty good location, you're happy with where it is. You're content with the way the door faces, the wind direction, and you're pretty damn one day off.
Yes!
You're pretty
One
damn.
day. Oh,
I have
Pretty
71
damn.
to go.
Pretty damn.
Yeah, I have 71
What are you
days.
trying to
John,
do
you're
to
impressed
get
by the quality of this, and you actually feel like tonight's going to be a rather comfortable night.
I've got
Yeah.
7 weeks still. How'd that happen?
I worked it out in days so that I could take it
Well,
out.
what happened was you never wrote it down in the first place.
So we had to
So we
guesstimate
had
it.
to guess.
Yeah, I
doesn't
I
sound
never
like
ended
me,
up
though.
working it out for you, so we're just gonna have to keep guesstimating for today.
If it goes to 8 weeks next week, just by guessing.
I,
Yeah.
It just increases by
I
guessing.
just-
I say
I
we
just-
just stick with 7 in case it's 9.
I learnt an entire
What is
language
for?
in a week, so I kind of win.
Except.
I'm
except for
trying
the
to
fact
do,
you got
I think it was
+9
animal
to
handling
all the intelligence
and,
stuff.
Not
and
all,
survival.
but I am a
So I
linguist.
got 2.
He is a
Yeah,
linguist.
Fair, that's fair.
I'm a linguist.
Really?
I had Fenrir teach me.
I feel like the one that can change into multiple races should be the linguist. I didn't think about that
Well,
when I was making
you
the character.
You can become a
You had a
linguist.
full year to
No,
develop
you
this
didn't.
character,
Look,
and you didn't
Glenn
do
can
that.
copy stuff from me, and he can take a lot of my roles. I'm not going to do the same. I'm a
Silkus
better man.
didn't study that when he went to uni.
That's true. The academy had other things like enchantment. No, enchantment's actually fun.
Yeah.
It's fucking so good. I got Dominic.
Silkus and
Monster.
Archibald, you two back at the Rocks Roost. Are you doing
Can
anything in
copy
particular
paste
for the
on me?
night?
They are bickering like an old married couple.
I feel like this is exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm tapped, so I'm gonna eat something
I'll eat with him.
and eat something healthy by medieval standards,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to bed.
A cooked chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most medieval
they
meals
cooked
I
the
can
chicken
picture
this
are
time.
like
Oh, thank God.
meat
Fortunate.
on a stick.
How's- I'll spoon for
I
weeks.
was imagining a hearty
Are you doing
stew.
anything tonight, Silkus, or are you heading up to sleep as well?
I'm gonna
You've
have
had a pretty
food.
big day of concentrating a lot on books and...
You probably have very
Well,
sore
I'm-
eyes.
Yeah, I'm quite tired. But while I'm having food and drink, is the bartender there the one that didn't charge us for the rooms? Is he there?
The really sad one that I sang to.
The one who... Oh, yes, the Rock's Roost is the
Yeah.
one who didn't charge you after your battle with War, yes.
Sorry, tavern keeper. Sorry. Or,
Yes,
I don't know which
the
one,
owner.
whatever his role is.
The owner.
Well, that works too. Is it busy at the moment or?
Business hasn't really picked up since the battle. It's only been one day. For the most part, people are just staying inside. It's all very fresh in their memories. So while people are making it to work in the morning and making it back from work, no one's really taking time to go taking leisure time outside of their own house.
Okay.
So
As I'm getting food and whatnot, I'll just quickly say, excuse me. Hope you don't mind. I don't want to take too much of your time.
just being directed to the owner.
Whoever's serving me at the moment, I guess. I'm assuming if it's
Okay.
lack of work.
So you've got a bartender who's been serving you, and he
Right.
he puts down the glass that he was taking back from the only other patron's table, and turns and yes.
Hi, yes. I'm currently looking for different kind of jobs of sorts. Mostly venturing. Me and a venturing group. Obviously, we've come by many times. But I'm looking if there's any board or anything that's looking for bounties or whatnot. Anything you could think of. Would you know any?
Well, your best thing to do for bounties or jobs would be
Say Master I will castrate myself.
Say it.
would be
It's
to
really extreme.
talk to someone in the lag room.
Okay. God damn it.
Mestrial's the best bet, but really any of her lieutenants or really anyone working in the lag room would be able to give you something as a job, I'm sure.
Well, thank you very much, and I give him a silver piece.
Appreciate it.
There are bounty boards in your.
I just can't remember because it's been so long, and we've been very distracted.
You found
by the
one a
horsemen.
while ago. You found a
That's right,
job
with
posting
the
board
housebreaking.
The
with a
housebreaker.
couple of very unofficial looking bounties on them.
Oh, that was one
But
of
they're
the awkward
unofficial,
things.
which is
They
the
were kind
key.
of just posted by. You see, they were posted by individuals when you were there last.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
they're
that.
not official bounty.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Like the majority of the stuff on the board was lost dog, looks a bit like this.
And his drawers
And
right
hey,
on.
we've got the band performance is coming up. You should all come.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Can we please?
kill the horseman.
Can we please go to
Nearly
the
just
band
dunked
performance?
my calendar in water.
If you can find one, yeah.
I will find one.
I'll go to one. if
I'll
you
make
find
that my level 20 mission to find a band.
It shouldn't be
one.
that.
Guys, let's start a band. No.
Did we confirm that you two are
We
gonna stay?
left.
I know, but at the Rock Roost. Or...
No,
Well,
we're
I mean, we're
up
not
on the
staying
party
there.
thingy.
So you
Because
guys,
because we don't think we can stay.
They're camping
shooting.
out overnight on Party Peak.
but have we discussed? We didn't discuss where we're gonna meet for the following day. Or if we're going.
Party
I
plateau.
okay. I assumed that I was going
Retrospectively-
to look at the
Plateau.
like.
North Star.
I'm
Find
gonna-
direction.
No, I was going to
Plateau
look
on
at
Party
the rock
Peak.
roost, and then if you weren't there, I would look
Yeah.
in the
Like,
lag room.
Okay, cool.
See, pretty
That's
much
good.
that was my thought too. Retrospectively, I would say, hey, we'll meet you in a rock roost tomorrow
You
morning.
you guys have
But-
found it very sort of natural to, because of the way that Yoln is shaped as a circular city, tiered all the way down to the center. You found it very natural and just kind of fluid to always meet at the log room. It's just kind of what you've been doing.
Sweet.
I'm gonna spend some time just before I go to bed. I'm gonna take out the tats and I'm going to try and analyze them again.
Arcana check.
I want to try and use the bow as well, actually.
Athletics check for me.
That's still pretty
With
good,
advantage
actually.
if you're
That's
using the
just
thing. If you're not using
No,
the
because
thing.
I can string it. I just can't
Right.
13.
pull it.
Dirty 20.
30, 20. Okay, noted.
Can I pull it?
Wait, that's it? Oh. I noted.
You
That's not good.
are taking... So, you gave him a rundown very briefly on some of the things, right? Last session.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
You take what Archibald taught you about the tattoos from his knowledge, and you start to apply it to your knowledge of magic and how magic works. And you start to make some progress on deciphering what these tattoos kind of represent and mean and the origin of them. You still have a very long way to go, but you start to kind of see patterns in the way things are done, and not learning the language, but you are learning the syntax almost.
Okay. Am I making any headway to possibly get a spell off them?
Not at the moment.
No. Sure.
I
will.
I want to string it,
after that.
like, and then pull it,
Yeah.
right?
What'd you roll for your athletics?
21.
21.
The string snaps.
Because I've been able to string it lots, but I can't pull it.
You are able to pull it back a few inches, but not to full draw.
A few inches is good. To some.
I was really hoping level 5 ranger I would be able to string it and like use it. Shit.
Keep working
I
on it.
really want that card.
It would be really funny if it turned out
There is a card.
being able
I
to
know.
Sitting there.
It'd be really funny if it
Sad.
turned out
Yeah,
that being
maybe.
able to like straight
That's
pull
what
the
I
bow
did the whole
was
time.
just based on like loosening it up a bit by trying a bunch of times.
You know what?
You're actually just degrading the bow.
I
You
want
suck.
to hand it to John and see if he can pull it.
I'm just
Roll
like,
an
Because he's a
athletic-
lot
I'm
stronger
not going
than
to break
me.
this, am I? Yeah,
Roll an
sure.
athletics check.
It's pretty magical. You should be fine.
And plus, if you want to use it, you can probably do.
You know
anyone
you can
do
use
damage
this.
with it.
Yeah,
want
I'll
to.
use this.
Actual one.
Me just like, I'm not going to damage this, am I? No, it'll be
damage-
fine.
Pulls a muscle.
It damages you.
I just see like a blood vessel like rupture in his eye, and he kind of just looks like he's trying to go to the bathroom.
He makes no progress. These are not muscles you're accustomed to using.
Go back.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have amazing biceps.
You're going to be
big
sore
lats.
in the morning after that attempt, but
I'm always sore in the morning.
exactly, it's nullified.
No, but this time it's physical, not mental.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably going to drink a lot to try to forget how embarrassing it is. But you know,
I just love the offer of you can use this if you want. First roll in there for you.
it's pretty brilliant. Yeah. I bet yeah, every roll for the rest of the night he's going to do against this book.
So about halfway through the night, I'm actually hold on a second. No, never mind. Yeah. No, that's not.
Okay.
That's not my DC.
I just
Never mind.
took way too
being
long to
asleep.
understand his teaching.
Okay.
Hmm.
Unless anyone has anything else they'd like to do.
I read your shirt as do goon,
Yeah, fair enough.
not do go on.
Yeah.
It's a good podcast.
It's funny because
You
they
all-
sometimes say that as well.
Get to sleep. You achieve a long rest, which you may now take.
And take it away.
Sariel, you are the first to wake up,
Of course I am.
along with Sulfur.
I'm gonna take off this
And
exhaustion point that I've had this.
The,
for
as
3 days.
dubbed by the man you spoke to previously, the hunter, the Grey Render,
Grey
also
Render.
awakens. With,
Baby.
yes, also awakens with sulfuring you. And John, you're not long after, as
Yeah.
after it awakens, it is all the fuck over you.
Just
Silks
like-
and Archibald, you take a little longer to wake, but you do wake up fairly shortly after the sun rises.
So, yeah, I'm very happy to play with Hebaleth for a little bit, but I do intend to go down, so
Okay, okay. You spend the early hours, well, the early
like
waking moments of the morning.
15 minutes or so, and then like, all right, time to get up, time to go.
Okay.
We should feed him before we try to go to town. Maybe do the whole point and say food thing again.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It did
point...
not hear you say that. So it does not run off this time. I rolled a natural one.
I'm just picturing him taking another chunk out of your leg, and we probably don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't want you to start every day.
I'm gonna point away from the city and be like, okay, so go and see if you can find something to eat. Don't eat anything that's only got 2 legs, and don't go too far away. I want to be able to still call out to you. All right, go see if you can find something. Food.
Why do I always feel like
It
you
comes
say,
back
"Don't
covered
go
in
eat
silver
silkers."
blood, as it's just found a
You've got the
unicorn.
card. I was about to roll for it. You got the card. Roll a survival
And you
check
see
for me.
like little baby unicorn.
For it.
Charisma, man.
I need to
Intelligence?
take Baramis's dice.
Oh,
Survival.
that's wisdom, right?
Survival's wisdom, yeah.
Okay, good. So that's 3.
Oh,
3. A few minutes go by. Are you
Yeah.
waiting up at the top, or are you on your way down?
Wait up the top, and like if say 5 minutes pass and I don't hear it, I'll call like Cuboleth.
Okay. You do end up having to call
Yeah.
once or twice, and after a short while, it eventually returns on its way up the path, and you see something in its mouth.
Yeah.
As it gets closer, you see what looks to be someone's domestic cat.
Oh no.
I mean,
No.
I know it's bad, but if he eats it, at least there'll be no evidence.
Then you see little kittens.
Does it
run
look
after,
dead yet?
Run after its mom that's just been killed.
Yes, it looks.
Okay. I'm just like, I'm gonna have to figure out how to.
I mean, I can go hunting every morning if you want.
The cat's like
Yeah.
a little kid comes
I'll,
running.
I'll buy food for
I want to make
a
it.
bit
mean, it's
until we
gonna
can figure
cost-
stuff out.
It's gonna cost a lot. Do you want me to see if I can go find something now?
If you
Great.
have the time free, that'd be really helpful. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go meet Silkus and.
Alright,
Okay,
I
thank you
will
very
do
much.
that.
Thank you.
If you take them with you, and I guess I'll bring what I find down. They might not.
That or I'll come up here at the end of the day. Either way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to hunt for something.
Roll
for it to
survival
eat.
check.
Alright.
Okay.
Wait, do I get any kind of advantages for it being forest?
It's not forest. This is
Ah,
mountainous terrain.
wrong biome.
Hang on. Where's my spirit page?
Savannah Hills M.
Mega tiger.
Yeah. Mm. It's a very great
It's
tiger.
at 6th
Thank
level, never mind. I was getting excited because I thought I might get an extra
Not,
train.
not quite.
Not yet. Oh, that's not very good. 8.
8. You manage to shoot 2 small hares
Right, I'm just going to bring them
Off
down.
a cat.
That was good. That was real good.
I really want to throw something at you right now.
Hey Josh. Josh.
I'm going to
Please,
keep trying too.
Josh, I've
Mine's
always
quite
wanted
stupid.
to ask you something, and I'd like to ask it now. Can I please borrow your PHP?
Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
You forgot where it is.
Yeah.
It's right underneath your book, man.
I'm so used to having it.
Yeah. This is the first.
I feel like this hasn't been opened before.
Oh, it has. Just not.
Yeah,
much.
mine's really like
Just not much.
stiff as well.
I mean, I had.
Okay, well, I'm going to use mine because it's trashed.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, because it's trash. I'm like, wow. Brutal. Well,
Oh yeah, look at all your sticky notes and stuff.
yeah, I still gotta add those.
Anyway, I'm going to take the 2 hares down to the Rook's Roost.
Okay. So the 2 of you return to the Rock's Roost.
Yeah.
Well, the 4 of you, I should say. Oh my god, there are so many people here now.
You've got so many NPCs.
Yeah.
2.
Hey, can we be level 10?
More for his.
Eventually, I'm
You
sure.
can, just not yet.
Wait, what?
But I want to
Level
now.
10?
Yeah, well, sorry.
Level 10.
I'm not.
Oh,
You realise
yes, can
that
I-
all that information
Can
is
we go
in your
level
book
14,
because
please?
Anna lovingly put it together.
That's no PHP. The information I was currently.
Yeah, but all
researching.
your class features and stuff that you would take are in the book
So
as
it
well.
is. I'm just so used to going into the PHP. I'm sorry, Anna.
Wow.
That's what I literally was just doing. I didn't
Wow.
even touch a PHP.
Glenn had to borrow from me, then actually kind of insults Anna's work. This is a weird word
I mean-
right now. I feel uncomfortable but happy at the same time. It's not me for once.
You're happy that Anna's being insulted?
No, he's happy
No,
that
that is
he
not
got
me.
called upon.
It's not me
He's happy that he didn't insult Anna.
Alright, well,
this time.
for the record, I also have my PHB out because I'm going to look at spells.
I mean,
To...
All of those are in your...
I mean, I assume you're looking at spells which you don't yet have.
he looks at him fondly.
That's a better idea.
Okay.
So no, he
I
wasn't
was
going
being
to.
too charitable.
The four of you meet up once again at the
I love the
Roxbury's.
energy that we've got right
Silkus and Archibald are sitting in the front room, currently eating breakfast, when you two walk in.
now. A good vegan diet.
How does the innkeep react to him?
Hibboleth comes in.
Can you fit
Yeah.
through the door?
Well, I don't think we can keep him out, really. He's not big.
He
Smaller
gets-
than I am.
He's like
Yeah,
the
but
size
wide,
of Sulphur, though. Like, he's not...
He's wide though, I'm sure.
He,
He's half
Hibboleth has
elephant.
been doing his best to not be seen for the most part as you've
Yeah.
been making your way through the city.
So it's-
So far, you haven't received a single reaction outside,
Yeah.
and as you open the door, you see just this quick shape dart into the shadows. The innkeep doesn't seem to have noticed him.
I
Oh,
picture,
that's right. He's got really high stealth.
I picture him
Forgot.
like doing the anime thing where like I hide behind like a little pole and disappear, and it keeps out in between the cities.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing. Like a,
Well, because I
Just
mean, we
tiptoe
found him
in.
hiding under the like stairs of a house, didn't we? So that kind of makes
Yeah.
sense.
cool. Ah, good morning.
I'm gonna like toss the hairs at the last like direction I saw him in the end.
Toss a hair to
You hear a rapid as they are
That's
clearly
disgusting.
gone.
Oh, sorry, beans. I say that to like the keeper who notices. Oh, I should have had that bean last night.
That'd
Bean
be.
burrito.
That single bean.
That single bean.
Yes.
Just one is enough to fill me up for a month.
Slim bus beans.
I can't continue. Okay. So, what is the plan for tonight? Today? I know.
So, yes, I was hoping you would help me look for a kind of, I don't know, like something which would give me an idea of the sort of magical items that I could potentially commission now that we've got some funds behind us.
That'll be
And
great.
then I'll, yeah.
I got an apology to say anyway. So it kind of works in hand in hand.
If you can work out what kind of spells or enchantments can be put on my regular bow,
Would you
since I
like to
still
join
can't.
us? I mean, it'd be good to actually, to go down there and see what there is. And I'm pretty sure she needs some company. She's got this one little creature.
Yeah.
a puff, and
Okay. I'll
I
come.
thank you. I need to get.
Besides,
up
somebody
to
has to
15.
keep your current yesterday's mood in line a little bit.
I should be all right. But thank you.
I'm gonna like
I do
feel his
appreciate
head,
that.
which I can't do because I'd be
Roll a
reaching across
medicine
my
check.
will.
After this, I do want Sariel, if you don't mind, after
14.
No apparent fever.
if you don't mind to come, you and Selford both come with me. I've been trying to do something for.
Sorry. Did you just say that you willingly want to accompany my wolf somewhere?
Don't
read.
read,
That's why I'm-
don't read
you
too
stick
much
your
into
tongue
it.
out, and I'll just sort of see if you've got spots on it or something.
It's stripes. Oh, that's just a normal change on tongue.
So as
Okay,
it
yeah.
turns out, my modifier memory last night did work on you. And you do consider sulfur an ally now.
Wait, is that kill sulfur?
No, but what do you want us for? Jokes aside.
It's kind of a bit of a surprise, and I like to. It's something I've been kind of cooking up. So, after we visit Alba,
There is something else I want to do while we're
where's Archibald?
in the
Right next
city
to
as
you.
well.
Oh, oh God!
I want to.
I look around everywhere just in case I'm missing.
I want to
missing
find a jeweler.
Jeweler.
Yeah, but I need Archibald with me.
I think I
because
actually
he's
went
got
past a
the
jeweler
money.
one time when I was shopping.
You've
It
been
was-
to a jeweler.
I also want to find a blacksmith.
I want to find a jeweler because I want to get a nice chain to put the wolf head shaped jewel that he gave me for my birthday.
Oh,
It's currently on like.
Oscar
So I
forgot
took like
something.
a
Let's
leather
all
belt,
take a moment
Well,
to judge
oh,
it.
like from like the leather that you use, like kind of like a drawstring like this. I took the leather off one of like drawstring like that, and I've been wearing it on a hunk of leather, and it does not.
Well, you're in luck. Actually, I do know a jewelry place. I think it's not too far from here, so we can do that after.
Yeah, I just sort of want something nicer to put it on. Doesn't look as nice on a hunk of leather.
No, I get that. But you wear it well, so.
Thank you.
of these, every single one.
Oh, God. Archibald?
How did you forget those?
Because I use them to plan and then I forget to bring them in here.
My plans to use them.
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted by
By like a
by
servant
a
just dropping
thud.
dishes.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure our table's falling apart. What's up?
And you look underneath, there's like the Rhyhorns just eating.
Gnawing on the leg or something.
Yeah. You want to accompany us to Alba? It's got some interesting stuff there, and a creature that I'm sure you'd love to see.
From what
She's
from
in
what
a
you said yesterday and what Master Yal said, it seemed like there were a lot of magical things in her
Magical
shop,
items.
So
scrolls, spells.
she might be able to tell you something about your wand, maybe.
Very much so. She actually, and
I'm
I take
actually
out.
incredibly curious about your
I
wand.
take out my satchels. Like I show you guys what I've been currently working on. The communication. Alba actually did help me. Help get this a little bit further on.
Well, who am I to split the party?
Never split.
Literally, I'm the only
You're
one
the-
to
you're
ever
the
split
one
the
that's
party,
done it.
but I'm going to anyway. I'm going to come with you guys.
All right. Well, that's
Yes,
cool.
Right.
You're the only one that splits the party, but let's go.
Okay, so we're going to this shop that he knows how to get to and we don't.
I'm currently
I imagined it would be
paused trying to understand what he's.
library
For
like researching stuff, then shop. But I guess we could potentially just go straight.
No,
in.
like you want to research for
I
what you
love
want
For
to
what
get.
weapons? Yeah,
So
yeah.
well, there's not a lot that she has on for sale in a wide variety.
Yeah, but it still needs to
but she
work out.
can do attunes and she can work on products, so that does
If
help.
sh- yeah.
I think the best way to research
I
is
got
talking to an expert.
I got the impression that if we're here for a bit of time, then she might be able to do commissions. So I was thinking along those lines, in which case
he needs to work out
there's
what he
probably
wants.
a pretty wide variety of stuff she can do. It sounds like she's very
She's
skilled.
got quite a variety of skills, all to do with Arcana, which is great. But speaking of time, we do have still a full week
Hopefully.
left.
Can I borrow
I
your
do
DJ?
suggest we should start looking
Can I borrow
around
your
for
DJ?
jobs so that we don't go off
I
the
wanna look
book.
for
Because
something.
yes, we
I
do
don't
have a bit of
any
gold
magical
from
item information.
what was given to us by Master Eld.
I need to look for
All the
However,
information you need
that's
to
limited.
know.
And there's a perfect chance, especially with us two, trying with us
Don't worry, I'm
trying
not
to
gonna, I
spells.
just want items. So you
I
can
can
take
be
the
down.
item
Yeah,
and
so-
because
possible.
I don't want to
Wherever
like
they-
It's not
look
as
at any
much as
person.
I see what you're saying, but I do think that that's only going to be a real problem if we are staying for a few months. I mean,
True. But I think it's something we should at least look into.
Yeah, it's the
worth,
first big
worth
item.
considering.
Because
Yeah.
for the time being, we can't really do anything besides what we're going to do today. So it's worth to actually try to be as helpful to the city
Bag of
and do
beans.
so we can make it the relationship stronger.
All right, well, let's go try and do a bit of research then.
First, I've got to finish my lentil bean soup.
I've been working on that since last night, man. When are you going to finish it?
Okay, I got one
Metabolism's
thing I
very
want.
slow right
Okay.
now.
It doesn't have to be. You are literally the only person
You
here that
don't
can
understand
change
my
things.
biology.
No, we don't.
Elves, I say that, elves
pretty sure
are
there are
very fine-tuned creatures. You don't understand us. I say that in case I'm people around us.
Probably. Like we can almost certainly afford
Yo,
one
the
comment
changes,
and
are they
maybe
on the
afford
inside
rare
as
stuff.
well?
That's uncommon.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's down to cellular structure.
Right.
But I just want to say,
Sage whispers.
you were born technically about a month or so ago, so I wouldn't assume too much, especially about other creatures.
Born.
Yeah, well, technically. I say that quietly because I know how to be quiet about such information.
Not technically.
Nah.
So, are you heading
The
to
Archibald
Albus?
we know was.
Albus?
Or Sketchy Jake, sorry. Yes, that's the first thing we go to. Well,
Well,
no, sorry. It's
library first
Library
for
first.
research purposes.
Now, are you what are you researching?
I'm just looking up basically a bunch of known like magical item types or the things which are often produced. So, and trying to decide which ones will be appropriate. And I basically thinking it would make sense to have a bit of a look without being told specifically by the person who I will be buying them from.
Okay. Well, without utilizing the restricted section, you are able to find pretty much anything in the DMG that's common or uncommon is listed. You also find direct information on bag holdings, who widely distribute their products.
Yeah.
And you don't find too much information on anything that's rare or higher. There are a couple mentions of some rare items, but for the most part, it's outlined certain types of magical items pretty much encompassing what's rare and what's uncommon and common.
Okay. I'm gonna make up a list of things that I'm interested in.
Keep that in mind, because I am keeping track of it.
Oh, I am keeping that in mind.
Maybe
as he's researching that, I'm assuming we've all come to the library as well.
I'm looking
Yeah.
through,
I'm
yeah.
just like
It's always
looking
good
through
to
the
have a
books
good read.
and I'm gonna find a book on like the races of the world and stuff like that in terms of
Motherfucker.
what ones are around. I'm specifically looking under D for Draconic,
Oh, thank God. Okay.
and I'm trying to.
You automatically assume.
So are you looking for a book on the races of the world, or are you looking for
I
a book
assume
about...
they're like a 12-part encyclopedia
You find a children's book about
where it's
ABCs of
split up
races.
into. My nephew has that book. I'm actually I'm like looking for information regarding like draconic lineages and stuff like that.
Okay, roll
And I'm
roll an investigation check.
trying to cross-reference that with the height that I believe War is, and
Nice catch.
the fact that he's got black scales on him. Arcana?
Investigation.
Oh, well, that's the same. 15.
15.
Wait, hold on.
That's not plus. Oh,
Um,
yeah, that's plus 9. Yeah, fair.
I just have to double check. Yeah, it is. Plus 9. 15.
You find
Christ.
you find a book on the
Oh,
Dragonborn
sure,
outlining kind of the lineage of each of them and describing how each tribe of Dragonborn, which are divided by their colours, and this is disregarding the metallic Dragonborn, war in Elendel over the Umbral generator there. And physiology described the Dragonborn pretty much ubiquitously. They all average around 12 foot.
Okay. And that's the size of War is, roughly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 10, I think it's like 10 or 12, whatever, I don't remember.
They are.
One detail that
Yeah.
has skipped my mind.
The important
Does War have a tail?
Yes, it is an armored tail.
That's so cool. He's like.
Generally, he keeps.
He's a right one.
He's like.
He generally
I was thinking
keeps it
Godzilla, but
Red
fairly
dot?
close to him,
Right.
but you saw it.
Right
Yeah,
on
right
one.
on.
Okay, and also
He's the evolved
I'm
form
going
of him.
Found the
to
baby. Found the new
look
one.
for, like,
Ah.
I'm not looking for spell books. I'm looking for books about spells. I'm looking for the player's handbook equivalent, where it describes a bunch of spells, because I'm pretty sure Archibald saw him heal himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to figure out like what that would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, like what
Yeah.
spell he used without knowing the spell
If it was a
himself.
spell, or if it was
Like
lay
spell
on
research,
hands, or
basically.
something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's just trying to figure out more, and he's realized there's an entirely different route I can go, where it's not investigating him as a calamity. He's investigating the different parts.
It's like a dictionary.
So I'm trying to get.
So you're going race and class.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Trying to bring the meta into the actual
in the
game. Yeah, I like it.
in the time that you're here, you find a whole lot on healing spells and how druids and rangers utilize them differently to how wizards and sorcerers
I
might
would have
utilize
also seen that they can't cast spells wearing armor, and I would also know that, being one.
Yes, so you
you
find
actually tried
a lot of
armor?
information on
What about clerics?
certain armors that aren't designed for it, restricting umbral usage, and that generally knights in full armor are not able to cast.
Clerics can though, right?
You don't
If they're proficient.
find anything that doesn't seem to, that a lot of what you find doesn't seem to fit with the way he did it. Either the components don't work because you didn't hear or see him speak, or like he ripped off his breastplate. You're not sure. Doesn't quite seem to fit, but you find a lot of information on the healing aspects of common spells. You get the feeling you'd have to spend more time maybe looking around the restricted section to get more information, but
That's 11.
Not for what I was looking at.
Yeah, so have you considered the possibility that maybe he is like hearkened to some higher power and that they're like gathering their strength from there somehow?
Are you asking me as John?
Are you discussing your... I was, but then I realised that maybe doesn't make sense. Are you discussing your research with us? Because if not, then no, and ignore me.
I don't know.
I feel like you'd be muttering to yourself when you pick up words.
The way I see it is like we
I would
kind
have
of
found-
split off a
okay.
little bit.
Because you're really pissed about this guy, and I can picture you going, yeah, fucking you that.
Doesn't
Like, it doesn't make
Spell.
sense. And he's got, what spell did he use?
I'll get your fucking...
Yeah, I don't. I think I'd just be like tunneling at the moment.
True researcher.
But
I mean, you catch every now and again as you walk
Yeah.
past Archibald, you see what he's reading.
Yeah.
So whether or not you feel you would divine,
because I can
Yeah.
guarantee you Archibald wouldn't have thought of that because I did a religion check on myself and I rolled a 6. That's total, by the way.
yeah,
So I just I hadn't considered that, and then literally the next thing you said to me was that. So I need to know if that was John or not.
like, I think if I'm hearing your snatches of muttering, then I would probably say that and be like, maybe it's like not an arcane thing.
Okay. I'm gonna look for other types of magic. While he's still doing his
Wait.
research.
Yeah.
roll an investigation check.
Yes.
I would like to...
Natural 20. Natural 7, so 15.
15,
16.
16.
Don't we have a list of all the deities?
No, not all of the lists. I'm sure there's other gods.
We search the entire library and find nothing suggesting the presence of more magic. The only place you haven't searched being the restricted section.
There's no library.
Okay. Okay, so.
Roll a history check.
I want to
there's some
search
deities.
for one thing. All day. However long we're here. I want one thing. I want to look for anything that will help me with archery.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Unnatural 18.
Unnatural 18. You, in thinking about this and having searched the library and looking for alternate forms of magic, you do recall the book that you read by Gaius Caesar, mentioning the weird kind of abominations and things that come out of the Scarlands areas.
Right.
And then the subsequent discussion about how this could be a different kind of Umbra or a different form of distribution or some form of corrupted
Okay.
Umbra, which is the conversation that I believe you had with
So good.
Silkus.
I would like to, as the last thing, I promise this will be the last thing that I research unless you give me a good answer.
You're a linguist, so you can go through a lot of books in a short period of time.
I am I'm gonna try and think back to the fight itself and try and remember any symbols or anything like that on his armor.
Okay. Roll a history check.
And that's where my investigation ends, I guess.
Natural one.
Wow, that space is just burnt out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashwell's been going hard, and you kind of all see as he
Yeah,
just
it
hits
gets
a
to
mine.
about an hour in, and then it's just bang.
I picture
We're done here.
I picture like steam, and it's like almost like a steam house. Just
He suddenly
falling from
stops
his gears.
moving, and he starts going.
Yeah, the gears basically stop. Yeah. I would like to do a bit of research as well.
What did you roll for your investigation?
9.
9.
Nice.
You find a few books on the kind of the basics of archery. Most of it is not stuff. It's stuff well below your level.
Okay.
It's all kind of beginner level archery
Fair.
tips and stuff like that.
If anybody finds anything on archery, ways to buff that, let me know, because I'm failing.
During my
got
raid of the
libraries.
library, did I see anything on archery?
Then that
Pretty
way
much the
randomly?
same things that Zariel found.
If you show me them, I'm going to get frustrated and throw books.
yeah.
Even with the 21?
Pretty much the same things that Zariel found.
Yeah, there's not much here.
Okay. So it's not just me being shit with books.
No,
Alright.
this place is just shit with books.
Okay.
Clearly not enough. Silkus, what are you researching?
As it echoes around all the books of like 2 stories worth.
People are trying to study.
I would like to research a couple, maybe probably
Research for the
a few
library.
things. I'm gonna research. I'm gonna look for famous warriors.
Okay.
Basically of any of basic like almost like demigod level, like that type of like they've always been a powerhouse. They're like legendary, basically.
Legendary warriors.
Yeah. I'm also gonna look up.
You-
Do
Including in your search, like,
me? Yes.
warriors who might be legends? Like,
Yeah,
old
actually,
stories?
yeah, a bit of both, actually. Then I'm also going to research, does Dox / Silkus, or just Doxus, does he know anything about the religions?
You can just say, "Do I know?" Right? You can,
No.
you can say that,
No,
right?
I don't think so, mate.
Mostly because
He-
Josh
he-
knows.
He's trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
separate himself
looking-
from the traitorous bastard that is his character.
Yeah, he is.
To the traitorous bastards, that's me. Do I know? Does
Jesus
he
Christ.
know any of these? The deities of Genova.
Yeah.
Genova. Sorry.
You all know
So
the
we know
deity
those.
of Geneva.
Can I then research after that Morgian?
Morgan.
And see if research any followers of Morgan, anyone that's still act, and see if they correlate with any of the legendary heroes and whatnot.
I mean, off the top of your head, you know that for the most part, people around Daelandar are followers of Morgan. Primarily the Kaiman Empire.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no fair. Continue, please. Sorry.
But, roll an investigation check.
Yeah. Not bad. 19.
19. You do find one book reporting on quite a few decades ago at this point, an instance where it was suspected that it was somehow religiously motivated, but there was a large-scale movement by people who seem to be ubiquitously followers of Morgan, who made an attack on certain other religious establishments around Chimeria and its outskirts.
Would it be more like associated to like almost like a cult following, like a smaller group that's extremist, basically?
You gather that that's kind of what this is.
Yeah.
It seems like extremists who've maybe are delusional or who've taken their following of Morgan a little bit too seriously in this particular case, due to the fact that for the most part everyone on Genovoa doesn't necessarily align themselves with the alignment directly of their deity, of their god.
Yeah. I know it's
kind of accepted that you can follow a god that is known for destruction and war and not actually believe these things are good.
Yeah.
And it seems like in this case, based on what you're finding in this book, that this particular group kind of connected a little bit too closely and took the wrong things from the teachings.
Okay.
And then acted on them.
Any names that stick out?
There were no names reported. It's basically like
the leader?
What you're reading is essentially like an initial news report, as it
Okay.
were, where no names are known yet, and it doesn't seem to develop any further than
So
that.
there's no name of even the cult for like this like extremist group.
They kind of just call it the group in the book. So
My God, someone fire those reporters. Alright, I'm probably gonna come back to that. Okay, so as for famous heroes or legends or heroes based on legend,
this
vice
will be your
versa.
last roll.
Well, there's still one more I do want to research after this.
You'd have to stay a little bit longer.
I will stay until someone comes up to me.
Let's go.
Fuck off. You had like 5 fucking rolls. Don't give me that bullshit.
He's also a linguist.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I have okay, so I have
So you can.
okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'll wait for another day then.
Why not?
I'll come back later that evening. Later that day. Yeah, it won't take too long to do the other stuff. I will in that case my last roll I'm gonna use that on Wildervale, specifically changelings.
Okay, roll your investigation check.
Find that connection.
So you're looking for information, just any information that people have on the changelings.
Yeah, like what's their culture like? What do they? Why would they leave an offspring in the middle of a city? Or like what is in Wintervale itself? Like more actual specific information.
Please be good.
Oh no.
13.
13.
It's not good.
I mean, you
That's
find
most important one.
in the same section as Archibald was researching the other races of the world, you find a book that details Wildervale and its inhabitants. The very small section that's there on the changelings states how they are not a unified people. For the most part, they roam with either the Druidic tribes that inhabit Wildervale, or they form their own small cliques and survive that way. It also states that for the most part, they prefer not to use their innate abilities while on their home continent, and they generally just survive, and they only use it for direct survival situations. But you find out about Wildervale itself being pretty much entirely forested, except for the very southernmost reaches, which are iced over. It's basically permafrost kind of areas down in the very southernmost reaches of Wildervale. And the rest of it is very wild. It's known for bigger, more dangerous beasts, because the things in other continents that are more inhabited are not, they're more suppressed, or they're driven away, or don't suit living around humans and elves and actual sentient races, as it were. And so pretty much Wildervale is the collection of the bigger, beastlier, more dangerous things that you'll find on Genoa.
Oh, great. Going into a fucking line then. Okay. Alright. So there's no any names for the tribes, if there's anything in there? Like
You
Like
read
name
that
of
there
the
are
druid.
literally tens of thousands of tribes. Some are bigger than others.
List them
but
all.
or at least one.
They don't have
Give
any
me
names
a
of tribes. They don't have any tribal names.
God dang it.
You'd have like a book the size of the dictionary of tribal names if that was the case.
Yeah. Okay. What other research more of this. Okay. Well, I'll do that until obviously someone comes up, and then
Is there anything else?
I think, like, I would probably be like, hey, Silka, so I think I'm pretty confident that I've found what I'm, like, looking for. I'm like, clutching like a small piece of paper.
Oh, great. Well, that's fantastic.
Do you want to come with me? I don't quite know the way to the place.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What about everyone else? Everyone else is coming, yes?
Yes.
I
that was
think so.
God
Get-
damn.
He just appears constantly.
Okay. Someday I'm gonna get the Misty Step spell, and that's gonna happen to you too.
You've been sitting next to me for the last hour and a half.
Oh. So that's
Archibald
what
just finished tunneling before you did.
that's what I was leaning on. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it was, how
That's what I was
is
sitting
your
on.
spine so spiky?
It's very flexible too. It's all, yeah. It bends in the
Don't
worst
like
ways.
that answer.
You leave. That is not a nice answer. You leave.
Well, you know, elves are kind of like
You
that.
leave the library, and Silkus, you begin to lead the rest of the party back to the Axle and
Henceforth.
through the entrance that you were previously led into.
Yep.
Roll a history check for me.
Oh god, 1 plus.
Would you prefer it to be a survival check?
Oh, that's not bad. History 24.
Oh,
24. With the greatest of confidence,
The
you
greatest
lead
of
the
these.
party through the winding tunnels down the stairs, and then to the correct doorway. The rest of you being led down, Silkus takes you into kind of a side room of the log room where there are sort of spiral stairs that go down and down and down, and you feel you're obviously getting deeper underground. You start to smell the earthy kind of dampness, despite the fact that all the walls are stone. It seems to just permeate the air, and as you reach the bottom of the spiral staircase, Silkus leads you out into a long, fairly dark, punctuated by torches and sconces along the wall, long hallway. Also stone and with many doorways on either side. For the most part, they are dark. He leads you pretty much all the way to the end, where you see a barred door. A door with bars.
We understand.
he's making sure Glenn's
Yep.
not going to make a joke about a
And
singing door.
above the door, it has the title of the Evig Hold. He doesn't take you through this door, however. He immediately turns right and leads you down another small, very short passageway to another door where there is light coming through the cracks around it, between the hinges under the door, where he pushes the door open and...
Knock. That's rude.
It's ajar. The door is sitting ajar, and
Is
last
it a door
time...
or is it a jar?
Now you get one.
We need the answers. Give us a name of what it is.
Gosh darn you.
So close.
He concentrated
last
to not
time you
do
were
it.
here, the guard ushered you in, and you walked in without knocking. It was what the guard let you do. Was basically motion for you to do. So you can knock if you would like.
I will still knock because it's rude otherwise.
Okay.
Several things fall and break.
Yes.
Gosh darn it.
I hear that from my doll. Puff's here. Welcome.
Silkus, you knock, and
Hey, just go in. Stop being scared.
Put in the satchel. I'm gonna duct tape that thing.
there are a solid few seconds of silence before
What's the
everyone
rule
make a
for that
perception
thing?
check.
What is the rule for that stupid doll?
Everyone make a perception check.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, come on, man.
Is
Keep
it
on.
based on hearing?
21.
21.
Is it
Nope.
based on hearing?
Crit fail.
It is based on hearing.
Wait, 21.
Okay, so
One
Little
character.
Miss Little Miss Wolf gets
Sorry,
hearing
22.
and
22.
okay.
11.
11.
Crit fail.
Okay.
Oh.
You can roll for him if you like, but it's not particularly necessary.
I don't think he can communicate effectively enough anyway.
I believe there's some bother
No,
going
oh,
on.
well,
This entire
So
time.
whatever it is with
Never
hearing,
knows right.
Sulfur knows exactly what's going on with the 21,
Uh-huh.
and I get a 9.
Okay. Archibald and Sulfur. After a few seconds, you start to hear this boom, 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 and it seems to be getting closer. And eventually, after Archibald and Sulfur both, Sulfur's ears prick up and Archibald reacts. The rest of you start to hear it too. And then, as it finally gets close enough, you kind of hear it stabilize, starts to go very quietly, might I add. Very, very quiet sounds. And then you see this small blue appendage reach around the door and slowly pull it open, where you see a floating creature of some kind. Its body itself is this kind of ellipsoid shape. And a creamy colour, whereas each of its appendages, of which it has many short ones, so it's about that big, and each of its appendages is only about that long, and they're all this bright blue colour.
I look like so
with two eye stalks coming out the top, also the same cream colour that seem to be moving independently, kind of like a chameleon, and focusing on each of you right now.
I look, and I'm just like, hello, Puff.
I'm putting a hand on.
As you say his name, he kind of goes blum, 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 in excitement.
Where's Alba?
He turns around and flops his way over to another one of the corners behind kind of the bookshelves.
Well, this sound you just made is what I was picturing it kind of actually making, like the.
It's stated in the player's handbook that fonts got their name because of the noise that they make when they jet through the air.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
So
that's funny.
Putting a hand on Hube's neck, going, "No eating that."
Puff doesn't have a neck.
Alba, you're there.
As you kind of step in and puffs his way over, Alba steps out as kind of Puff has one of his tentacles on her shoulder, and Alba steps out, and she sees you all and is like, "Hello, welcome, come in, please."
Oh. This is Alba. Alba.
Yes, that's my name. And
friends.
Yes.
I sent Sariel a message. Why is everyone we meet so intense right away?
The Calamity Hunters, am I right?
I'm just gonna go.
Absolutely. This is Sariel. This
Sariel.
is John.
John.
This is Archibald.
Archibald.
You may call him Sketchy Jake.
You may not.
And that is Sulfur. And that is
Hibboleth.
I like to
What is
call
he?
him. That's a good question.
It's under a little bit of debate.
Why didn't we research that?
What he is?
Why didn't we research that?
Somebody else already heard. So.
Oh, okay.
We're not entirely sure yet, but
To be
he should be
determined.
safe for now.
The guard called him a grey render, but
Maybe
a little
he's
one.
annoyed with him.
Very interesting. What are you looking for today, though?
Well, like I said, that I would come back with my
Yes,
friends.
you did.
Yes.
This man here
Look at now.
has some requests.
Yes.
Requests?
So I've had a look through Hildegard's archetypal artifacts, and I've made a bit of a list of the things which it seems
Thank
like
you for
I
that.
might want to commission.
Where did you get the name Hildegard?
Hildegard.
The other ones make sense. But the
Did you
name
hear what
Hildegard
he
is
said when he
amazing.
said it?
What?
He said it, and then he's like, "Thank you for that." It sounds like scribbling.
Hildegard is an amazing name. I just want to say. That's great.
Did you just write that down?
Did, yes.
It's a cannon.
It is a canon.
You can use it because you're bad with swords.
That is a
You can
fantastic
use
book.
swords.
I'm glad that you read it. Did you find it in the library?
Yes. So
So intense.
yeah. So I was
Oh.
wondering what kind of prices and times we'd be looking at commissioning. I'm like, get the list, and just like, the ring of water walking, the periapt of wound closure, the luck stone.
Oh yes, all of these.
The cloak of protection.
Okay, what are the rarities of these items?
They're all uncommon.
All uncommon.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's 7, 6 if we exclude the bag of holding, because I imagine that'll be a find someone who can sell it.
I have a powerful bag.
Okay, dokely molokely.
What does that say? Decanter.
Decanter.
That's I like that. That's an intelligent purchase. I'm not so sure about that one, but
The ring of water walking, that is that will be 500 gold.
What's
I can
that
do
do?
that.
Is that something I just recently got?
No.
talking
We
about
can
making
have it made.
Oh, sorry. We were discussing
I will have to discuss with Matic to get rings done, but I can do them. I can do the enchantments. But 500 gold for the wing of water walking.
the wing.
The wing? The wing of
The periapt is a little easier. That's one I can do for 200. What else? What else did you have?
The luck stone.
The Lux Stone. The Lux Stone, honestly, it's a pretty simple enchantment. I could probably do it for
You
about
rolling
100
for
GP.
this?
Yes.
I
just
no.
winging it.
The
love this.
cloak of protection.
Oh, the Cloak of Protection. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do that one for 120.
And the decanter of endless water and the broom of flying.
Oh, you really do know what to ask for, don't you? The
does,
Broom of
it
Flying,
does.
that will be a 650 GP, but the Decanter of Endless Water, that one we can do for 250.
I paid 47 for a doll.
And do you know somewhere, if there's somewhere in the city where I could pick up a bag of holding? I assume.
Oh, that's very easy. I have some
Yes.
here. In fact, I'm sponsored by Bag Holdings. So
Oh, excellent. How much are you doing those for?
the Bag of Holding is a flat 100 GP. Anywhere you go, really.
All right.
To add to your little
The
list,
weirdest influencer I've ever
I
met.
want something
I don't say
that helps me with archery, but I'm not entirely sure what I want.
Are you looking for some armor, enchanted armor, or a ring, or
Armor might be better.
generally
Unless
people
you
like
can
go for
enchant
the
my-
braces of archery, or we can do a pendant, or
Well, I mean, I have a pretty cool pendant. If we can enchant that,
like if you've already got it, yes, I can enchant it for cheaper.
cool,
I don't have to source the materials.
sweet. We're gonna have an enchanted wolf head pendant.
Nice, I like that.
So, how long are we looking at if I wanted all of these commissioned?
For this kind of item, pretty much all of those, it's about a work week.
Okay.
For multiple at once, it kind of compresses the time for each, but for the base length of time is about a work week.
Okay.
So like 5 days.
Yes.
Very progressive.
I
for a fantasy
am
world.
also wondering.
Love it.
I'm
You look like a
thinking-
magical type.
I
I love how
Well,
excited
yes.
this person is.
Hi, my name's Archibald, as Silkus told you.
Yes, he told me.
If I were to get a ring,
Dear, I don't know this character.
like I could bring the ring in myself, but how much and how long would it take to get a cantrip placed on it?
Oh, cantrips, they're very easy. That was only 3 days.
Okay.
Accent is kind of
Less time, honestly, if you're sourcing the materials.
Yeah, I'll bring in a ring myself. I'm after shocking grasp.
Oh, that's very easy.
That's
Very easy.
Interesting
Okay.
choice.
And how much would that cost me?
Oh, that
Sorry?
would go for a shocking grasp, especially when you're bringing in the materials already. You're looking at only 40 GP.
Done. I'll have the ring to you by this afternoon.
Fantastic. Silgus,
Oh,
are you looking for
well,
any
well
more?
done. Yes. I don't have a quick up thing. Two things. One, don't know if you know.
I see you've already attuned to the doll. Is it working well for you?
That's something I've got to talk about. Puff is attuned. Could you please get him to stop being attuned, so I can attune to it? Because you can't attune when someone else is attuned.
Puff, could you please?
It's intuitive.
Why would you get it to do that?
It's counterintuitive, if that's okay.
Shuts up as soon as.
You see Puff kind of like close its eyes for a second, and then when it opens them, two of its slightly longer tentacles that are on the side, the very, very like ends of its body kind of come up, wrap around its eyes, and just like wipe them off. And then as it's finished doing that, the doll doesn't seem to be attuned anymore.
Much appreciated.
My apologies for that. He likes to play pranks on people sometimes.
Yeah. One thing.
Two things.
Well, actually, it'll have to be two.
Three things, four
kinda, I apologize for. I don't know if anyone mentioned, but even if they didn't,
Probably not.
I said some unsavory words about you, and
I'm sorry to hear that. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm actually great. So
I have poultices for that.
Oh, do you? That's great.
That was really hard!
Are you okay, Silkus? Is your head alright? I have poultices for that
Did the
too.
table just beat your AC? Like, holy shit, you took some damage.
What's beating the zero, man?
If you like, Puff can sit on your head and he's really soft.
Maybe later.
He comes off and you got a full perm.
Oh, just be careful of that. He will mess with your hair.
Please don't.
He just ties it into cornrows.
I need a second.
Yeah, that was such a hard hit.
Each
not surprised it knocked whatever you were doing out.
He can do each cornrow all at once.
can't remember
Because
what
he's got so many tentacles.
Can't remember what I was looking for.
Did you give me a time
I can't remember.
price for what I wanted?
Oh my god.
The braces, look, you'll be looking at, again, if you source, the pendant, right?
God.
If you source the material, which obviously you have, you're looking at only 3 days or so.
Do we have any new scrolls available?
On top of that, 100 GP.
Okay.
Any new scrolls available? Or still the same that I saw last time?
Scrolls? Oh, the scrolls are still the same. But
okay.
again, I can make you one if you have an idea.
That's what comes to my second point. I'm looking at for possibly a enchantment spell to be made. Something to be able to manipulate people's decisions. Suggestions, we'll say.
Suggestion?
Yeah.
The spell suggestion? I can do that one.
Yes.
Yes, I can do that. What level is suggestion? Second level. I can do that. It will run you. Since I don't know the spell myself, but I am able to use my various methods, you're looking at 400 gold and a work week for me to do that. Sorry, 200 gold.
200.
And a work week.
That actually sounds rather nice. How about expeditious retreat?
Level 3.
That's level 1, right?
Level 1, okay.
Don't-
Holy fuck, that's a powerful level 1 spell.
Don't you fucking ring me up, you bitch. I better have a heart attack. Level 3? Holy shit. I just got in the money, man. I don't want to get out.
That will go. That will take you 20 gold.
Damn.
Yeah, mate.
That's
Wait, you
good.
have it? Oh no. Is that
20
No,
gold,
it's
and I
just-
can have that done for you in a day.
20 gold? Done. Absolutely done. As for
Just
the
for
other
the
one,
record, it takes longer to put a cantrip on a ring than it does to give you a spell called Expeditious Retreat.
yeah, but then you got to tune to the ring.
No, no.
Where I,
It's not achievement, is it?
yeah, I have to.
Is my ring going to be achievement?
Depends on the ring. Yours was the ring of what?
Shocking
Oh,
grass.
shocking grass.
Yeah.
Pardon.
Legit just a buzzer in your hand.
Basically.
He's pretty much ordering a hamburger, yeah.
No, your ring would not be an tuned
Okay,
item.
awesome.
That would suck if you had to buy something kind of useless that's tunable.
Oh, trust me, it's not useless.
What?
Shocking grasp is a
technically
very
it's
good
not.
spell.
Oh no,
I
I'm
thought he
just
said
saying in
useful.
general.
No, shocking grasp. That's a
Is it
fantastic.
useful?
No, he's just being better.
There's no need to be bitter, Silkus.
Don't listen to
No one's
everything
trying
it
to
says.
swindle you here.
No, don't listen to what it says.
No one but
I've
yourself
never
is
said
trying to
I'm
I-
pretty
swindle you
sure
here.
he
He's putting words in
said
my mouth.
useful item. not
Absolutely, that's what it
useless
said.
item.
I can
Useful.
actually put words in your mouth if you would like.
Please don't.
Will they taste bad?
It depends. Would you like them to taste bad?
So expeditious
I'll try that.
retreat.
Put a word in
tastes
my
like
mouth.
salt.
Go.
Oh, it will take me a couple of days, but I can do it.
I
Can I
don't
be able
want
to
time, I thought you
get
meant now.
expeditious retreat and also a suggestion put on there? So for 220, yes.
Expeditious suggestion.
Oh yes. Do it twice as fast.
You do what I say and you do it now.
That's good stuff.
Do it on fast forward.
And what was the other one?
Expeditious
Expeditious retreat
and suggestion.
Suggestion.
The cat now.
What was suggestion?
Level 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I went right
You know
past
what? I
it.
fucking should get counterspell sometime. You know what? Next
Probably
time.
a good
when I
idea,
got money.
but next time.
Yeah, when I get money. Speaking of money, I look at Archibald.
We'll
Archibald.
literally just have to ask. This is your money as well. Just
I am used to ask for money.
So, expeditious retreat and suggestion.
Yes.
Those are your choices.
I do believe so.
Have the rest of you decided on what you want? You're looking for the ring, yes? You've decided yes?
Yes.
Okay.
What would sorry to keep on to take
Yes.
more of your time, but how long would it take to get something
What did I say
like
for the ring of shocking grasp price?
40.
like a ring of protection or something like that, like the cloak, but a ring, something with bling.
For the ring of protection, honestly, as far as I'm aware, Matic still has some that I sent to him a short time ago. You could probably just go there and have it ready for you.
That sounds great. I will do that.
They're very stylish
And I was wondering,
as I spin my ring of protection.
oh, you have one?
I do. I've had one for like several
Does
sessions
that just
now.
give you a +1 yet? Or is it
Plus
+2?
two.
Two.
Oh my
It-
god, I need that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I need that.
I'm gonna
But
take
where
off
you may
my,
not be able to afford it.
I'm gonna take off my pendant.
Wow.
And, like,
The-
Wait,
It's rare and
the-
not uncommon.
Way to hurt me. It hurts Silkus.
How did you get a ring of
cut him,
protection?
dude.
I stole
We
it
got it.
from
We
someone.
got it. We
Oh,
looted it.
yeah. We looted
Your,
it.
your friend is correct, though. The Ring of Protection is a higher level enchantment. You'll be looking at more of a... somewhere in the realm of the tens of thousands.
Fine, I got contacts.
It's in the boat
I got
today.
contacts, that's not a problem. One of my contacts is here, but
I can
he's,
literally picture him walking in and being like, I'm
Plus one
taking
to-
this in the boat
Plus
my
one
head.
to AC and saving throws. while you're running around.
Oh, and 7 throws. Fuck, I really
Just
need
walk
something
in
like
with a
that.
fake purchase order from
God.
your father.
Yeah. Yeah. You.
Yeah, but I'll take off the pendant that I've been wearing and give it to her. So it's
I'm
that
pretty sure I stole
one
it
head.
from Pestilence.
Sap-
This
Sapphire
AC is already
gonna-
better than mine.
Pendant
So-
of archery.
It
The AC
sounds
was
like-
already way better than mine.
It
you
sounds like
bastard.
Alba will not have time to do that much more than everyone else's stuff. So.
Oh, trust me, Puff has many appendages.
Okay, so if I wanted all of these done, how much
You're like a slave
could we
labor.
progress could we make in a week?
All of them? Well,
If-
especially with your friend's orders as well. I'd only maybe be able to do one, maybe two. But
If we were able to possibly put a little bit more, pay a little bit more for a faster.
I can't speed it up in all honesty. There's only two of us here,
Can't rush
but
out.
I can.
Can these two help you?
I mean, that is actually.
You could if you wanted to.
You know what? Actually, we don't have much
If you
time
have
for
nothing
this.
better
That's
to
a
do, but-
fantastic idea.
We could learn
Like-
to enchant stuff.
I mean,
Um,
enchantment's kind of
well-
part of my thing, so yeah.
If you could prioritize the
Actually, I'm
cloak
working on that.
and the ring, that would be good. I'll be happy to commission and I can come back later for the
Cloak
rest.
of.
The cloak of protection and the ring of water walking.
Everyone's got 10 times better AC than me, and they all gain the protection. I gotta get on this. God dang it!
I'm not getting any protection.
Just learn to play the
Gotta
hero.
And you wrote down
AC.
how much I had. So how much
We
was
got,
your,
what,
was
like
your pendant
14?
going to be?
You said
Fine.
103
You guys are
days.
Good. When did you steal that thing?
And
from
we added
Pestilence?
up all of
think so?
Pestilence
all of
had a
John's.
ring of
So-
protection?
Cloak was.
The cloak
I don't
was. Hang on, let me find
Hmm.
it. So
All I
that
know is
was
it's always been there.
fourths, 120.
120
Okay, like-
gold.
But
and
I'm
yeah,
commissioning
okay,
this, so I
somehow.
imagine I'd probably just pay
Back
all
my
of it
head.
now.
Oh, that's good.
He wants
Is that
to.
simpler?
He wants to get all of them, but
'Cause
but
even after the-
prioritize.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, even after the week is up and we've left, we're probably going to come back, so I'll have them run.
I can have them
all
posted to you if you like.
around.
We have methods.
We don't really know where we'll be, so we'll come back.
Oh,
and
that's
get
fine.
them.
That's not an issue. I've seen you.
That would be
That's
that
sweet.
would be ideal
That's
if you
Just
could
appear in
divine
my
it.
bag of
Like, so
Suppose.
we're just like walking along, and then
Um,
suddenly like this stuff just drops out the
Yeah,
sky.
and I'll
We should
also
just put it in our
yeah,
bag
and I'll
of
grab
holding,
and I'll
please.
grab one of your bags of holding as well because
Yes. No, not a problem.
Two is better
She
than
just
one.
hands that to you.
Yeah.
There's 100 gold.
yeah
I did go for a bag of holding.
because
Extra
He went
standardized.
missing, and we lost all of our shit.
I'm not used to such cheap, like, affordable items.
Bag
is
of
weird to
holding.
me.
Bag of holding. You are kind of used to because
Oh.
it's a mass-produced item. The price is
I-
kind of standardized across all bags of holding, and it's just provided to many magic users throughout Geneva
Now
by
that you
bag
have
of
one, I
holding.
kind of don't want mine anymore.
well the main
And
the main reason
Wow,
that
that is just.
the main reason that I'm getting
spiteful.
mine at all is because I wanted to commission the broom of flying and I don't want to carry around a broom all the time.
Oh yeah, you're getting the broom. What the?
I like how he's just like, I don't really want to walk around like this for the rest of my life. I'm gonna get
So,
something to put it in.
For your bag of holding, we'll put the things in here.
Yeah.
If that can just get shared around, you can put them like at the back of the,
Yeah.
the section, and you can use yours at the front.
Yeah, unless because I imagine for party stuff it makes sense to just use the one.
Yeah, because we're not making a holding
Streamers.
for a
Yes,
separate bag of holding.
exactly.
Alba.
Ring of Water Walking, how much did I say that was?
So turn to the front. 500.
500. And so both of those will be a work week, right?
Yeah.
And then, okay, so what's the total price of all of them?
Like 1,920.
1,000.
How much do we have again? 2,400?
About 6,000 each.
Wait, we have 6,000 each?
You have
If
platinum.
we split up the platinum.
Oh my
each.
god, I forgot we have platinum.
Um,
I'm thinking just gold. I'm thinking, oh, we don't have that much, guys. You get
Cloak protection, real wall
Platinum is
walking,
one
and
platinum is
can
100
you run
gold,
through
right?
all your other items for
No,
me?
I thought it was 10.
DM, 10 or 100 is equal.
1 platinum.
1 platinum is equal to 10 gold.
10 gold.
We have a lot less than that.
Okay.
then. We have, like, minus...
It's okay, I don't want much. So you
Has-
can
So
have much.
250
misremembered.
platinum, which is what you got, right? You got 250.
So 2,500.
That's 2,500 gold.
Yeah. Then was it 1,900? So we got 600 left. Quick maths.
In that case, I apologize. I have made a conversion error, which
That's
is
fine.
very unlike John.
To be fair, you just converted platinum to Grodels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, wow.
Which isn't actually that weird considering he's from that area.
It's just like, oh wait, no, that's how money works.
Alva, so just one last thing. Something came to mind. If I was gonna ask for a 4th tier
Yes.
spell scroll,
Yes.
how much would I be for that?
A 4th tier spell scroll, you're looking at somewhere in the realm of base price 20,000 plus 5 work weeks. Never mind, base price 10,000 plus 2.5 work weeks for a scroll.
Okay.
A permanent enchantment on an item would take the 20,000 and the 5 work weeks, but it's about half for a scroll.
Right. Okay. I miss the old piggy bank.
Daddy bank.
Daddy bank. Ugh.
I don't like that.
No.
Please never say that again, and if you do, don't let it be recorded.
Daddy bank.
Mm.
We're not going to be able to upload
We
this.
have,
coffee.
we have some
gonna be listening
kind
to
of
this.
stature to uphold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys, not me. I'm pretty much. I got nothing.
So cloak protection, ring of wall walking, what were the rest of your items, just so I can write them down?
Given the money thing, I may be changing what I'm getting because I misunderstood how much I had to buy. But the other ones were the ring of water walking, the periapt of wound closure, the
Whoa,
luck.
that's not how you write that word. Periapt
You're
of
so young.
WC, so
Oh, that's
periapt of water closet. Anyway, continue.
The luck stone.
Luckstone, yeah.
We mentioned cloak of protection. The decanter of endless water.
I mean, these are useful items even for the party. As the decanter of water is.
The broom of flying, and yeah. Just
And you got the prices I listed there as well, right?
yeah. I've got-
Okay, cool. I don't need those, just, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are our final orders? We've got Expeditious Retreat and Suggestion on
Thank you very
scrolls
much.
for Silcus. We've got Ring of Shocking Grasp for Archibald. We've got the Pendant of Archery, sourced by none other than yourself. And we have the Cloak of Protection and the Ring of Water Walking for you. Is that everything?
That'll be for now, I suppose.
So far, yes.
Yeah,
Wait.
that'll be.
What are you able to do to bowstrings? You're able to enchant bowstrings?
I can enchant a bowstring, yes.
To do
But
what?
I would need to give up the bow.
Currently, we have a bow that has
That's
an
what I'm
enchantment
saying.
on it.
No.
No?
No.
I'm thinking of another one?
I'm thinking we just get a different string. That way.
I don't have to give up the bow,
Yeah.
so I'd still have a weapon. Because I'd have to give the bow.
What are you able
over
to
get
make
the enchantment.
bowstrings do?
True.
Like,
I can
are
make
they
them
able
set
to-
arrows on fire. I can make them set arrows on lightning. I can make them set arrows on grabbing things.
Do I have
Many
a quick-
things.
Quick question though.
Any of those
Do you
sound good?
have a way of bypassing
Do you like any of them in
rules
particular?
of enchantments on a bow?
You know
or
more
on
about enchanting
any
things than
item?
I wish.
So if there's
I would be
certain-
able to remove an enchantment depending on how powerful it is.
Not removing per se, trying to find a bypass to the rules.
Suppress. I can suppress or remove.
So I'm going to pull out, at this point, I'm going to be like, I get it. Pull out the bow, Fenrir's bow, and be like, he's done something to it. And
Oh, yes, I
I
can
can't
see.
string it. I can't,
No, you won't be able to
Lock
do that
it.
until you're a little stronger. I can see here.
oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, aren't you able to be able to bypass that? rule?
Bypass? No. I don't know if I could remove it. It looks like a pretty powerful one. But theoretically, I could remove an enchantment and then re-enchant with something similar with the bypass, but I can't just add a bypass to someone else's enchantment.
Now, Fenrir must have learned something a lot more than he did when it was with.
Or has somebody else
So-
enchanted it for him?
How
That maybe too.
how much are the enchanted bowstrings? Just randomly, like
Just random. Nothing.
are they
cool, just
are they priced differently depending on the enchantment?
Again, it kind of... Yes, they are. It depends on what I'm doing for them. I need rarities of spells. I need spell levels.
I mean, lightning arrow is third
Is it?
level, yeah.
I mean,
I
you're
don't have
looking,
it 'cause
you're
I don't
looking at
have one.
anything from... I mean, if I'm putting a cantrip or a first level on, it's probably only going to come to about, somewhere less than 100 gold.
Okay.
But, if you want me to put a 6th or 8th level tier...
What cantrips have you got?
Well, I was just
Because I don't know anything
thinking,
about cantrips.
like, would it be possible to put like shocking grasp or something like that on your bowstring? That way, it doesn't have to be melee. It
Or melee.
enchants your arrow. That's just what I'm thinking.
But whatever's enchanted on that ball might be important.
We're not
for a
talking
reason.
about Fenrir's bow here. We're talking about
tuning
buying
out.
another string,
For-
giving a different string
Yeah,
Yeah, for her bow.
for her.
from my bow, my unenchanted
Oh,
bow.
I see. Right. Yeah, I forgot you have two bows.
I do.
Sorry.
Because we can do fairly well
Well,
with
actually,
low
don't
levels.
these two? Some of you guys have bows too, so we can probably just take one of the strings off one of them,
You do.
I'm not actually good with those
rather than going
bows.
and buying a string.
Yeah.
You can just take a
Actually,
string
like-
off one of your guys' bows that you
John,
never
that's
use
something we gotta
anyway.
actually talk about at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I got you those because I had noticed that a lot of the time you don't really have the range to tackle things far away.
Well, you
I
told me
have
about-
range to tackle things very
We'll
far
have to
away.
talk later.
I will. We might have to get back to you on that one because it was just a random thought that I had, but I'd like to discuss it with you more because this would be affecting you. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
that's better than zero damage.
but
Okay, I'll give over my necklace anyways.
Okay.
I will go get you a ring
Okay.
to enchant.
Also, I'm gonna borrow 100
Yeah,
gold
that's not
out of the
double
party
Yeah.
fund for it.
So if
Okay,
you're proficient
so-
and it's a long range,
Silkus,
barely matters.
you're spending 220 gold,
Yes.
and your items are expected to be ready in about the end of the week.
Yeah.
Your ring
Mm-hmm.
is 40 gold,
Mm-hmm.
and is expected to be done probably also by the end of the week. The pendant, 100 gold, end of the week.
Yes, and he's paying my 100 gold.
The cloak and the ring, 120 and 500 respectively.
Yeah, and I'm not getting the bag of holding.
And they will
So-
maybe be done by the end of the week. You might have to wait a couple extra
You know
days
what the
based
bag
on
is?
how many things she's doing.
Sorry?
The
not
bag
getting
you
it.
already have, that was 100 gold.
So
So
you can
you've
still feel special with
um,
a +9, and
Excellent.
even though Amnesia is
It's all-
still
it's
great
all
with
I asked.
history
How much have you got?
and your manipulation of spells, you're
Like,
still
How much
good.
gold have you got?
It was 635.
620,
Do you want that?
620 for the cloak and the ring, and then an
That'll
extra
cover it,
100 on
right?
top of that for the.
I'll take 200 gold from
Sorry, I've made a mistake with my funds. I might actually not be able to afford this right now. I'll discuss at the end of the week.
Would you like either one, or just
Um,
wait?
If you could keep going on the commissions and I could not take the bag of holding for now.
Well, quick question.
Apologies for
Okay, no worries.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Albert, why
Answer
are you
your
right?
speaking stone.
Quick,
Jesus.
puff. Just give it a puff. We could do a pay half first and then
Well,
pay later, because then we can go and get some funds ourselves.
I don't super need it now. We can decide by the end of the week when we're doing more commissions
See,
whether we want to use some more of party
This
funds.
is why I was saying we need to do more jobs. We only have 2,500. That's all. And not bad now because we spent money.
Anyway, did you
Okay.
want... Because if you wanted, you could still get the bag of holding quite easily if you took the gold I have on my person.
Not for now, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Bag of holding is a tactical group decision. Like,
Yeah.
if you wanted it, we could pay for it out of the party funds.
I was mainly interested in it for utility purposes
Yeah.
for one of the other items, which I'm not getting yet.
Fair enough.
Oh, understandable.
Okay, so you are getting the cloak.
The cloak and the ring,
and
but not the bag.
Not the bag. Okay, cool. Good. The luck stone, is that an Iving stone?
No, it's also known. It's under Stone of Good Luck, brackets luck stone.
Ah, right. Let's see.
Either way, we're getting shocking grasp, and I'm so excited.
Nice.
Because
I can't wait till I get through those tasks so I can get some extra spells.
wait, what? Sorry,
Wow.
wrong character, but
Same Ranger.
no, that's the point.
Wrong
Like-
character, same attitude towards.
Same
Magic.
class.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
This is effectively what you're getting is literally just like a hand buzzer.
So, is there anything else I can do for the rest of you, or shall I get started?
Honestly, I think you've done more than enough.
Think get started.
I think, yes.
I think
I like the.
If you're, obviously you're saying you're willing, we can come by tomorrow and help out with any of chanting that needs.
Yes, it will help speed up the process, and I would certainly appreciate the help, even if it's temporary.
Oh, that's great. I think
I kind of
we'll do
volunteered
that.
you both for that, but.
Oh, that's
you
a
know.
great idea. Didn't even think about it. So I think that's about
Sorry,
it.
Arch.
Don't want to.
fine.
Good, okay.
Oh,
I will get to
so-
work
He's
now.
just
Puff, if you will. And at this point, Puff starts putting up to a large, very high up shelf. It's like the ceiling in this room is really, considering it's an underground area, the ceiling is really tall, really high up in the air. And Puff just kind of puts his way up to one of the top shelves and starts to gather materials and stuff, and he starts bringing things down into a workstation that's like.
You try it.
Good day, everybody.
Yes.
Good day.
Have a good day.
I'm gonna leave and go to a blacksmith.
Okay, are you
Oh,
going
for
to
crying out
the
loud.
blacksmith that she's mentioned,
Medic.
Matic?
Sure, why not?
So
I
where
think
does it
that
wanna
Are there multiple?
there
Does
are
he
a
do
lot of
necklaces?
blacksmiths in Yoln, huh?
Does he do necklaces?
Uh,
chains?
I don't. I have.
What is
I know who we can go to for that.
Okay.
Like, I do want to mind that I want to do something
Yes.
separately. Yes.
But you're going to a blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to wait for a few minutes? Because I want to go there too.
Sure.
Thank you.
Have lunch.
Yeah, I mean this is a good time to have lunch or dinner.
Or go play with
at some
Sulfur in a
time.
pub.
where are you having this conversation?
Probably
Wait, no,
just
you can't because
outside
you
of.
need to-
We're
the
walking
library.
up the stairs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I express my desire to go to a blacksmith, and then I have to wait.
Yes.
What are you doing in this 5 minutes?
Okay. So when we get out of the lag room, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, Sulfur, do you mind stepping aside with me for a few seconds, and not talking to you because she's her own girl, and
This has been made expressly clear in the past.
yes. So
I'm listening.
does Sulfur?
Yeah.
Alright.
She. You see her kind of go. Because you've never like
Yeah,
directly been
yeah.
like asking her to do something before, so she's kind of like, huh?
As are the rest of the team.
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking at you
Sounds
because I'm
like-
like,
What?
at first I think you're talking to me, and then I'm like,
The camera's just like
Okay.
on the dog. On the sorry, and then all of a sudden pans. They're all doing the exact same thing.
And-
we're just all like, what?
And it's also like the entire lagrum, even though this is set outside, the entire lagrum's just stopped, and they're all looking out the windows.
The building
And from
tilts.
from the second story, which you didn't realize was there, you see the Maestriel and Fenrir just.
I'm waiting for like someone off in the distance
I'm
being
just
like,
going.
what?
We'll be 5 minutes. I promise it'll be well. Yes. So I'm just gonna
Just
guide.
before you go, if you do anything untoward to her, I do know how to make her speak English, just so she know. I know how to make her speak common. And tell me. Just
Modified memory's gonna be
continue.
a fun spell to get.
You monster.
I'm gonna
Speaking-
watch them
speaking
walk
from
away.
Experience, it's horrible.
I'm going to
I'm
So
gonna,
you
like,
step
go
aside
through
with
the-
Sulfur.
guide Sulfur to like a little side alley just out of Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna when we
You got the
enter.
same expression as me right now.
Why? This is completely innocent.
It
Because
doesn't sound innocent.
Yeah, because you guys are horrible. But I love you all. So I'm going to. When Sulfur comes up, I'm basically she'll see me just pacing back and forth quickly, and I go to I'm like, so you don't like me, I don't like you.
She wags her tail because she
Or
likes you.
You like me, and I'm petrified of you. Either or, it could be both. I can't speak to you. But it is important that
she
we
licks
work.
whatever piece of your body she can find.
She doesn't yet.
Okay.
Please don't.
He pulls away.
It's like, but it's important for us to work together. I don't know who we're meant to look at in this
Me.
case. Okay, good. It's important for us to work together.
Uh-huh.
As you're part of the group, you're part of the team.
She wags her tail.
So
Because you're saying she's part of your team.
I hope you don't mind
She's saying
if and then I just I let my hand change to my changeling hand, and I just go, and I go to pat her, touch her head.
And her tail's like pulling up dust at this point. She's so excited.
Okay.
You feel the head going.
Wobbling.
That's normal for a wolf. Are you having a Oh, okay, you're happy. Okay, that's good.
So what you
That
feel
would be
is super, super soft fur, like really soft fur.
Yeah.
You feel like Zariel shampoos sulfur with how soft it is.
Okay.
And she's like super fluffy. And when you're done, like when you move your hand away, she just makes the have you guys heard a husky when they're super, super excited about something and they sort of sing? They don't bark.
Yeah,
They don't howl.
Ooh.
But they kind of go, oh.
Like, okay.
So she's really happy.
Let's-
And we will hear
You
it.
all hear that.
Can
Yeah.
let's
And I'm like, okay, so it's not bad.
okay. So
Whatever he's doing, she likes it.
good talk. Let's go back, and I'm just like
So as she
walking back
comes
to
out
the
of,
group.
she'll pretty much abruptly turn and race back to us with this kind of big wolfish grin and her tail going crazy, and she'll be prancing. Have you seen dogs prance, guys?
All right, well, that's all good. Had a good talk, and
She's just, without touching you,
oh god.
without touching you, she's just gonna kind of prance around you in a circle and then come sit down
Okay.
because she's really happy.
Great. And actually, then she's gonna what I have cooked up for next. Sarah, Archibald, and Sulfur. Let's go to the blacksmith. Okay. Are you coming?
Do I have anything else to do?
And with that, we're going to go on break. We will have a mix show after show shortly,
wholesome
in about 5 or 10 minutes.
My vibe.
So stick around for that. In the meantime, go over to our Twitter on that side over there. Also, while I fix this stupid thing,
If you're
but
watching.
go over to our Twitter, the handle's up there, and vote on our poll, please. If you want more
Alright,
content here on Mathematically, we are prioritizing based on that poll. So if you want story-driven content like
XCOM.
game content like XCOM or single
XCOM
player
gotta give to-
like Last of Us, stuff like that, vote for story-driven. If you want cooperative gameplay, things like Deep Rock Galactic or I guess PUBG or things like that, multiplayer games,
Wow.
vote for that. If you want live action comedy skits, things like that, short films, of course there's an option for that. And finally, we also have an informative selection as well.
Guys,
Things
I'm
like
funny. Validate me.
yeah, things like tips
That's
on the
one thing I
game,
refuse to do.
me running through how I find works for me with DMing, all those kinds of
Segments
things.
lots of different things.
Yeah, segments of lots of different informative things based on our experiences with the game and, of course, other things. Then we have an option for that as well. So please go vote on that poll. It ends next week, and we will prioritise what new content we introduce based on the outcome of that poll. But we will see you shortly with the Me Show After Show. In the meantime, go to the toilet, get a drink, whatever you need to do, and
Thanks,
we'll see you soon. What are you looking at me like that for, Josh?
No, you gave me permission, so I'm great.
Fire. Three, two, one, action.
Well, I'm not gonna like what's gonna happen. Can you like chew and then laugh? Because you're giving yourself like hamster cheeks.
Welcome to the mid-show after show, hosted by Oscar.
Hi!
Josh is eating, so today it's a competition to see who can make him laugh.
Fuck, I was really enjoying that music. Bring it back.
Well, I'm sorry, Josh, but I'm not sorry.
It actually smells really good.
If you're in chat currently and have questions for us as the cast, as our characters, whatever you would like to ask, feel free to go ahead and do that. Hello, Murasai, welcome. Thank you for being here. And to everyone else who's been in chat, and of course thank you to Theophania for modding for us.
I think I saw Enigma earlier too.
Yes, I think I did too. But something new has happened since the last time we had a mid-show after show, and that new thing is sitting across the table from me.
Yeah.
Which is unusual considering
Michael.
previously the last time
I was
we had a
really
mid-show after
excited,
show,
but, like,
I'm not getting into this one.
thing.
Hannah was on Discord, or maybe even not on Discord. At the time.
No, because I was
Did we
away.
even have a
wasn't I?
mid-show after show at
No.
all while you were incapacitated?
Incapacitated.
I don't know.
He's doing really well with this.
Well, yeah. What do you mean? I'm intentionally insulting all the time. You know how this works. I'm also gonna fix my camera because apparently
I
every
actually
single time
think out
I
of the
change.
corner of my eye, I saw earlier something about him being really excited that I was at the table.
Hey, look, guys, there's actually a family behind me. You never get to see that. Oh my god, please.
We're a professional operation right here.
We are a professional operation. This is how I operate
We're an
professionally.
Yeah, I can see a lot more of his cheeky expressions when I'm across the table from him, bro. It's kind of
That's better. There
a
we
blessing
go.
and a curse.
Much better.
I'm currently living with him, so I'm learning all the facial expressions a lot faster than I want to.
A lot
Wait,
of
how
it's
fast
really
do you
early
want
in the
to learn
morning,
them?
and it's just,
Never.
who are you again?
No, he doesn't
Never.
get up really early in
Where
the
am I?
morning, and by the time he actually surfaces in the morning, he's had a shower, so he's a lot more awake than I am.
Yeah.
So
And I take 4-hour-long showers, so.
I mean,
I
the water
disagree.
has to get down to the...
I disagree, but I disagree solely because if you took 4 hours in the shower and I had to wait that long to have a shower, I'd kill you.
No, don't wait.
How would you
Punish
kill me
him
though?
for
Would
it.
you have you come in? You have
He's
to come
on
in and
level
see me
2
naked.
water restrictions right now.
I saw that in
so-
a movie somewhere.
You
Killing
just
in the
plug the
bathroom.
drain and seal the doors.
So I was like,
That's
You
true.
have to either stop having a shower or die.
tough choice.
You morning people, I am not a morning person. I have to have
No.
at least 4 coffees. And Oscar's learnt this from the issues with alarm clocks recently, where I
See,
want to kill
funny
people
thing is, I don't wake up in the morning.
at all.
I don't.
He had 4 alarms.
I will sleep
to wake
through
up
alarms constantly. It doesn't matter how many I have, I'll sleep through them. Because of this, I have 4 alarms set at max volume.
7.
Anything lower than
7:05. 7:10.
7:15.
7:15. And I woke up to all 4.
If I don't set them
Across
at
the
max
house.
volume, I will sleep right the fuck through them, and they will continue going off and off and off and off.
Yeah.
I'll let you
Also,
know, I have 2, and I usually wake up on the first one and stay awake.
I like how he's he's like doing the.
So
I'm
Josh
going
is
to
a
be your
morning
flatmate
person,
soon.
which means I hate him and he's no longer welcome here.
I vehemently
You don't have to live with him.
abhor the
okay?
accusation that I'm a morning person. Oscar has worked with me before in the morning.
8 o'clock starts.
My sister.
I don't speak until about 9,
Yeah.
9:30.
My
No,
sister
not
told
really.
somebody to wake me up by poking me from the door with a hockey stick because she was afraid of how I would react. to
Funny
somebody waking
story.
me up.
I actually have a story like that. I was when I was like, I don't know how I was in high school, and my best friend at the time, I was over at his house sleeping over, and in the morning, he was very much a morning person. This cat wants to be a part of this stream. He was very much a morning person. In the morning, I was sleeping too late for him, so he decided to come up and shake me awake. First thing I did, I don't have any memory of this. This is entirely on his account of the situation. The first thing I did was just go whack and just slap him right across the face, really hard, in my sleep.
I did
And he
that.
left me alone until like 11 in the morning.
I broke my sister's nose.
And then she tried to wake you up.
No, that's why she told people to poke me with a stick from a distance. I broke her nose.
I had one wake up call when I was at I was traveling up for like a band performance, and I was sharing a room with the conductor, and apparently he woke up about 6 or about 5, and he was trying to get me to wake up. I was not waking up at all. He was yelling at me and everything, but then as soon as he turned on the light, I went and just rose like a fucking vampire. Just light hit my face. I was shat himself just by the abruption, by how quick I did it.
I was fully expecting a trombone to be introduced into that story at some point.
As long as it's
Jesse
not
is
rust.
probably the most morning person out of all
That's
of us,
upsetting.
unless you're good in mornings.
Like, I am able to function in the morning. Like, I don't like waking up early, but I can make myself.
Mate, I shift work. There's no
Like-
such thing as a morning for me.
My body clock.
It's just
wakes me
all
up,
morning.
so-
As in
Everything.
MOURNING.
That cat wants in.
Yeah, see, Anna sits there and tries to wake Oscar up. So
Well, shock
think,
therapy works.
she.
Anna
She
kicks
told-
me, she rolls me
No,
over.
the funny one that I heard the other morning was that I could hear her alarm going off, and I'm like, "You're already awake. Why is your alarm going off?" And she's like, "I'm trying to wake up Oscar," and she had it right
Yeah.
next to his head on full volume, so it was vibrating on his face.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
wake him
She
up.
did that. This was the same day that Hannah woke up to all my alarms. Anna had to turn down my alarm volume and then turn all my shit off so that it wouldn't wake Hannah up. And ended up just waking me up with her own phone vibrating on my face.
And the funny thing is that they set their alarms for about 7, and I was actually up at around 8, and I didn't hear any showers till like 9. So they went back to sleep after.
Yeah,
all
of
those
course.
alarms.
I'm fucking tired, okay? I'm not a morning person.
Yeah.
7 o'clock wake up was not my
I tried
idea.
Yeah.
going to sleep earlier.
Hey, I tried to talk her down to 8, and she was gonna have none of it.
Look, I enjoy being awake early in the morning. I do. I just
'Cause you
hate
get more
waking
done.
up early in the fucking morning.
Yeah, I mean, you get more done if you wake up earlier in the
I
day,
like-
but it
like-
sucks.
If I didn't have to be fucking tired, I'd wake up at like 4 in the morning, get to see the sunset, sunset. Get to see the sun. Where do I live? Get to see the sunrise
Sunrise,
and
sunset.
and I like the early
Up
morning
is
vibes.
down.
I like early morning vibes. I just hate waking up early in the morning. That's why I'm a night owl. I'll just be awake all the way until that time, and then I get to experience it, and I can just sleep through the day like a normal person.
Can we change the subject? I'm actually falling asleep.
I've been like I've had so many early wake up calls this week, so I had like mid-dawn shifts, and you know.
I feel like I
that
should
was
go get the
fun.
pancakes that we have left over. You guys can eat pancakes. You want pancakes?
No.
Yeah, okay, I won't then.
If you had, if you said you want pancakes and ice cream, I think you would have had more.
We do have ice cream.
response.
But you don't want to give it.
It's not
No.
for us.
Remember
It's not for the likes of you.
You get the.
It's like
Pancake.
isn't it
We don't
Amazon
pay
Toast
rent, we
Racer?
don't get ice cream.
Well, you know what? Fair. I understand.
I mean, maybe if Glenn wants really bad to play at level 10, then he can have his own campaign and bring his own ice cream. And then
I
Yeah,
had
but
my own campaign.
here's
They're
the
back
thing.
down to level 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we,
well,
get-
yeah.
we were at
well.
level
you wanted
10.
to play it.
He has played
we were at
long
level
game.
10, and this fucker brings it back to level 3.
And I swear you've done that just to take my money away.
Remember this weird fucking time travel shit where we lost all of our physical attributes but kept our memories? I said extra boots. Extra boots.
Smelly boats.
Lost my attributes.
Extra boats.
Actual words.
And so now we're back at the start of the campaign, level 3 with all
Yeah.
our
I'm
memories from the rest of the
500
campaign.
gold.
Which
less
This
is
rich.
guy.
Aura?
It's funny though because his first original character is now
I
alive.
am actually-
So we had the power. We could have brought him back into the campaign, but we were.
We were like,
generous.
no, we
We're
don't
like,
want to let him die a second
Yeah.
time. So we've let his other character.
I
just
was being very
fade
generous
into
with
the
that.
background.
Yeah.
I'm kind of pissed at you
Should've.
about it, actually.
Hmm?
I gave up my relationship with that kid too, so.
Apparently, Hannah, the cat, has gone boggy.
Oh, she got boggy eyes! And I would have spelt it with like a double O.
Boogie eyes?
Boogie. Like she's like her eyes go.
Ha.
And she just
Anime.
does
anime.
this.
I would have spelt that with a U.
It's buggy.
Yeah.
No, boogie. She has boogie eyes. They're like booged.
They booked. She's Kiwi.
Yeah, is that thing?
don't know, boggy. Imagine
It's like Scottish
the
Twitter.
cat has like somehow become a swamp.
No, I was thinking more like.
Book it down. Yeah, Saturday Night Fever. Good
I
one.
literally watched two
This is
little
never watched it.
girls singing Disney
No,
songs
but I
and
know it.
dabbing today.
Yeah, fucking
Anna's little
way.
sisters.
We broke Star Trek.
They
Watch
sat. They
that
were sitting
video.
on the couch. We just watched Annie, and
This
like
gets
one of the
deep.
songs was playing in the credits, and we're like dabbing. I'm like, what are you doing?
It's children.
So
mean,
we'll come out
Doing that is.
tomorrow.
That's exactly what they were doing.
I think like Saturday Night Fever with that dance with like.
When you stuck with
It's
the
kinda like
day,
a
that's
dab.
great, and I'm like, what?
It actually reminds me of
Dab again and you're off the damn
a
cast.
multi.
Is that a promise?
Yes, it's a threat.
Okay.
No, promise.
Both. Get the fuck out.
It reminds me of one
Enjoy
campaign.
filling this side of the table.
It reminds me of one campaign. It was a multi. It was just like I think 5 campaigns with Alvin, and who was it? It was me and Kathy. We did Bird. We played Bird.
Oh, yeah, Bird people.
Rose, the
Aarakocras.
but it was the Egyptian version. So we were like bin chickens.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
They were
were-
ibis.
They were ibis Aarakocras.
yeah. But the thing was, we had a little homebrew
so-
added thing where we decided to do like Team Rocket, where we had a whole saying. I can't remember what it was, but we wrote it down. And it was a special ability called Wing Attack, which I have to hold my action, and then on her turn, we both dab and becomes one wind gust.
So you did fusion
Basically,
from like
but with a
Dragon
dab.
Ball Z.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
officially
God.
dabbed more during this mid-show after show than I have in my entire life.
I have not.
So have I actually, because I
I
did it the one
refuse.
time.
I refuse to do it.
Hey,
If
get
you
him-
did it, you would take out like an earring.
Okay.
Part of
Guys,
the reason I refuse
Guys,
to
if
do it.
we can hit 50 subscribers,
Oscar
Oscar will spend
dab.
an entire session dabbing.
Dabbing.
This offer only
You have
valid
to-
for the next year.
He's got
How
to
about
fit
that?
into it.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 year. If we can hit
50
50 subscribers.
subscribers, Oscar will spend the entire session dabbing at appropriate
So,
moments.
50
Every-
subscribers before the 25th of January 2021, and I will dab.
Every
Anna, make a note
every
of this.
see every interaction NPC, they got to fit some kind of dab into their thing, and action has to be some
We are
sort of dab
so
as well.
coming back to Yoln to have a conversation with the Maestria that session.
Yes, we're gonna fight war. We're gonna meet
Oh,
him. give him
canon.
speed.
Okay, I
The
will
most
agree.
high sign of respect in Yoln is people to dab
Hey,
it up.
look, I created this as a thing for.
We come
Oh, yeah.
over, we come
We
back
can
and
do
they
it.
dab it
We
up
can
at
do
once.
it. He has to yes
Here-
and.
here-
It's part of
here-
the game.
Here are the conditions.
Oh, dear.
So, if we hit 50 subscribers on this channel at any time between now and the 25th of January 2021, I will run an entire session where every NPC interaction requires at least one dab.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
It has to be a canon session.
Yes.
Okay.
A canon session in Jengaboa.
So obviously we're going to like some little backwater
I want to
like
meet.
cult town.
I wanna
This
meet-
isn't a one-shot deal. This is canon. This will affect the rest of the
Guys,
campaign.
I want to meet Morgan, Lyra, Groom,
Groom.
Delhara, Merkil,
So you want like
and
the most
Umberly
religious
this year.
You want the
All
most
together
religious
dab.
thing.
No,
Yeah,
he
Wait,
wants
wait,
the
no.
gods to
Not
I wanna
every
meet the
time of
gods.
this year,
You want the
specifically on
gods
that
to dab.
session.
Yes, it's part of the culture, part of the rituals. I don't make the rules.
That's
That's
a
all.
promise.
That's it. We're done. Sweet.
We just got demigod dabicles.
Yes.
It's a promise.
Davicles.
Mark it down in your
Oh,
calendars.
yes.
Oh,
I
I
promise.
see.
Hold
The
on,
cat
hold on.
was screaming
What
because she
is-
had the zoomies, the pre-poop zoomies.
Right.
What is the 25th next year date wise for us?
I don't know if
I'm
you
gonna
can
write it
tell
down.
based on this interaction that we've had, but I actually
I guess
despise
it'll be this
dabbing
one then.
Yeah, so do I.
with a fucking
But it's
passion.
real
So
world
I've
based.
never done it.
Can't
I
write
never
it down.
intend to do it,
We
or at least I didn't.
It and confuse him.
So
But he will do it for you if you are able to get us up
I'm
to
literally
50
going to
subscribers
subscribe
on
later.
it's
his-
not followers, that's subscribers.
Yeah. 200 followers.
That is a far smaller goal than 50 subscribers.
Are we
How many
able
have we
to
got
set? Are
Yeah,
we
how many do we
able
have
to
now?
set
Alright.
up
We have
a
88 at
prompt
the moment.
on
Okay.
the bot
12
that's
more.
just
And we'll get him
exclamation
to do
mark
something.
Oscar's promise?
We can
promise.
set up a command. Yes.
Oh, we're gonna put this, timestamp this, and
Exclamation
we're gonna
mark
put this.
dab.
We're gonna
Laura
put this.
just said, swallow that pride and do it for the vine.
You're the ones who got to get me there. Look, I'm marketing this thing, but
Get
really
into the
sounds-
I can
legend.
sabotage it.
It really sounds
You know, I'm going to
like,
post in my Discord that if we get 50 people to subscribe to the channel, my DM has to dab like every 2 minutes.
That's the thing is that
Out of
I
the
like
spirit of the
words.
game, I will make that session purely NPC interactions. It will be like another one of these downtime sessions,
I'm
and
so excited.
it's gonna be great.
And it'll be like the Roman.
I won't just do it like a
saying
battle
hi
the
to
entire
people.
time
No, like,
against
hey.
non-verbal
We'll
creatures.
meet
Also,
war. We're gonna meet death, dabbing,
no, never mind.
depth.
I won't include that.
Depth.
That might just be too
Dab.
out of character. But that's alright. That's alright.
You gonna
I'm
have
happy
dab?
with you just dabbing.
I have the
So it's
utmost
like a-
respect
The
for
cat's
Usain
not.
Bolt. It's just, I mean,
Good dab to you, sir. Thank you, Miro, for that.
That's good stuff. Good stuff, everyone.
Alright.
So, do we have any
questions from chat before
besides
we
that?
get back to the action, to the dabtion?
We really do need goals. You know, that's
We
a
have
good.
a goal. We
That's
actually
a good
have a
one.
very good goal now.
That's one of many.
How many things can we do to embarrass Oscar on the stream as a goal?
I mean, I've
You
got
can only make so many stretch goals. Like,
No, we can't. Like, we can make unlimited as long as there's
Anna wants
subscribers.
us to recap the session so far.
what the fuck's happened?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Not much.
So,
this is
Well, it's
Shopping
only about
episode.
half a page with the notes on my part.
do you want me to do the recap?
Like four.
No.
Oh,
Not at
damn it.
all.
Yeah, not this time. She.
You don't use my notes. If you were the one that grabs my book and uses it for an entire session.
Did you use that
then
last
maybe.
session?
That was me.
No, I need it.
I have 6 notes. That's all I've got at the moment.
Silkus apologizes to the Mestriel. No way we are getting Hib
Oh, okay.
into an inn. So John and I are planning to camp out at
No
Party
way we're
Peak.
getting yeeted out of here.
Build a boss lean-to.
Okay, we're gonna
Meet
add.
at Lagram tomorrow. Silkus checks/researches tattoos. Hib hides in the inn when we go for breakfast. We go to the library to research upgrades.
Is
Arch
Hib in the
research
shop?
draconic history, tries to
Yes, sir.
work out war. Silkus researches Wildervale and changelings, forests and permafrost. Wild area changelings like to beat
Should
themselves
get
on
that
their
to
on their own
myself.
continent. Big
I did.
That
beasties.
stuff, I genuinely put stars next to the stuff that my character doesn't know, by the way.
Okay, cool.
John
I
figures
just don't
himself
write.
out, research-wise. Has a list of stuff. Silkus
Hi.
takes us to Alba's shop. A work week for John's list, 3
Silkus
days
takes
for
us.
archers, 3 days 100 gold for me. Silkus buys scrolls.
2 scrolls.
Silkus
220.
takes Sulfur aside, Bee's brave, and pets her. She's super excited and happy.
That is my session notes.
I guarantee. Okay, I want to put a little bit behind the curtain.
Hello,
I've been thinking of
Scotland.
that situation
Hello,
for like
Button.
10 sessions.
Buttons Pro Gaming, welcome to the stream. We
I
are
just
about
thought
to
it'd
get
be a
back into
fun
the
little
action here.
thing
That was
with
our
the
recap of the
development.
current session so far.
You get no more information.
I love Scotland,
You lose.
especially Scottish Twitter. We were just talking about Scottish
We
Twitter,
were.
or at least I mentioned it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Scots.
So the
Just
one thing to
don't know
know-
anything about D&D, so looking to learn a little. Well, hopefully you can pick some up from us here.
Just make
it's-
sure that we mention the homebrew elements.
Just don't listen.
Yeah, we are quite homebrew, but for the most part we play, well, outwardly and in any given moment. We're playing by the book, but there are a lot of significant world-based homebrew
We're playing
elements
by the
to
book.
our
So-
campaign
And
here.
the
But
mixing and doubling.
that's what's fantastic about the game of
Yeah,
D&D
which
is
is
that
a
you can
fun
literally
little-
do fucking
I like
anything
it.
you want, and it doesn't matter. But
The only rules are to believe what your DM says.
the only rule
And
is the
then
rule of cool. Thank you very
Yep.
much.
And then one of those calls is to add dabs.
I feel like we
Oh
break
my
that rule.
god,
a lot.
no!
And we have another one. We should have another one. Get him to say the word yeet.
Ooh,
Some-
no.
I love
Yes.
the word yeet.
Ah.
No,
I'm
I'm the one who
with Glenn
hates
on this.
that. I'm the one who
I'm
hates
with
that
Glenn on
word.
this.
No way.
Now let's scratch call. We get
I may
We
not
get
use
Hannah
the
to say
word.
it.
I may not use the word regularly, but I'm with Glenn on this. I do love the word
It's
yeet.
so
It's actually
it's so
fun.
fun because
seen you
I
use that.
never expect it in a sentence.
that is yeah.
So like, there's that one Reddit post where this dude's like explaining how much he loves like what the English language, like new additions to the English language each generation has added, and he's like, yeah, I can't wait for like 40 years from now when I yeet the fuck off this mortal coil. I just love it
Anna
because I
says she
never
can't
expect
catch
it.
Dusty to make her stop crying.
Shall I go catch the cat? while these guys
She
keep
said
you
y'all are just gonna have
entertained.
to put up with it because
25.
I'm gonna catch
Yeah.
that. I'll be right
30 subscribers. Hannah has to say yeet. At least, like, how many sessions will we do it? Like,
No.
Not happening.
No.
We
We're
gotta
just,
make it for
it's just
someone
the
that we
dad.
all don't-
It's just the dad because I feel like Oscar hates dabbing
Guys.
slightly more than you hate
come on,
the
guys.
way
We gotta be
you-
hip with the kids these days, okay?
No, we don't.
You gotta be down and have
Who
the
told you
411.
that? We are
Hello,
old.
fellow kids. Need
Am I the
skateboard.
youngest here, or no? Oscar is it? I'm in the middle.
Me and Oscar are about the same age.
We're the oldest.
So yeah, okay, I'm in
I'm
the
the
middle.
oldest.
You're my age, aren't you?
Yeah, but 27.
Oh god, we're
Yeah.
talking age. Let's
Think I'm
let's
older
move on.
Because
from
he's
this.
saying that we're gonna be hip with the kids.
I mean, no. I mean, certainly not you.
Those words did come out of your mouth.
Considering that I've watched kids dab today, I don't want to be down with the kids.
No.
Yeah,
No.
they don't know what they want
no,
until they
no,
see
no.
it, you know?
You guys are headed to the blacksmith.
Yes. Okay.
Off to Matic.
Is it Matic with 2 T's?
I gotta
MATTIK.
write that down.
IK.
I keep on forgetting. I have been there before, though. That was before we left to save
Yeah.
his sorry ass.
That's right,
Well-
because you got...
We got the batteries there, right?
Oh, we also did that too. Yeah.
No, the batteries are at a warehouse right now.
Warehouse.
So,
Middle of
Silkus,
our street.
you were advised as to the location of Matic by Albert. As you now lead the rest of the party up to Matic's workshop, you cross the southern bridge of the Axle, heading over the Kluft and into the Skirpen district, which is the artisanal district, the region of Yoln that surrounds the Axle, well, surrounds the Kluft, that is pretty much entirely made up of artisan occupations such as smithing, woodworking, leatherworking, those kinds of things. This whole district is made
Get
up
your
of
mind out
that.
of the girdle.
That. It's just I wasn't expecting.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
this one time, I'm not going to shoot you from the table.
Matthew
That
Mercer,
was
I know how you feel.
I'm sorry to everyone everyone listening at home who didn't quite catch that, but Josh was laughing at a funny sounding word.
It's a funny sounding word.
What's
Skirpen.
No,
Oh, the Kluft.
Yeah, that just caught me off completely off guard. It was
And he
like
started giggling.
it sounded like you've just got like hiccups and a bit of a burp to it.
So he started giggling, so I waited for Oscar to finish, then told him to get his mind out of the girdle. So it's funnier when you explain it.
Yeah, they are.
And in case you're wondering,
Can-
Girdle is another part of the town.
I will give a rundown on Yoln, I suppose, real quickly here because
Please
we do
do.
have some new people, and it's been a while since we've described Yoln. Yoln is a circular-shaped city, and it's based in the highest regions of a very tall mountain range where it intersects, and before splitting off to the north around a large gulf. It has 5 separate districts. The first, the outer, or the highest ring, and each of them each one gets smaller and goes down, a couple, 10, 15 feet each time, until the lowest district, which is the central district. But we have the girdle, which is the outer ring. That is basically the residential district of Yoln. We've got the Versland, which is the mercantile district, where most of the business shop fronts are present with things like your alchemy stores, your general goods stores, your things like that. The Skirpen, which is the artisanal district that I was just describing. We then have the Kluft, which is it's the lack of a district. In fact, it's a ring around the central district, the Axle, that is just sheer cliff for hundreds of feet down. Where the Axle is present right in the middle of that. There are 4 bridges going from the Axle to the Skirpen over the Kluft, and the Axle is where the Lagrum is, which is the law house, essentially. That's where the Mestriel, the kind of the leader of this region, resides, and where she runs the city from. This is a very kind of Norse-ish city in a lot of ways. So, but that's Yoln.
I have a question about naming of the Kluft.
Kluft.
Yeah.
Kluft.
So is it sort of someone's like, oh look, a cliff, and then oof, as they go on the ground?
They just oofed.
It's canon.
A cliff.
Well, like, they're going to pretty much be like, oh shit, a cliff, and as they're saying cliff, they fall and go.
Cliff is just past tense. Cliff is just past tense for cliff.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that it's just an Old Norse word for like cleft or hole, essentially, but it's actually just claw.
I want to meet the guy who wrote the map for this.
Yeah.
I reckon he's going to come off broken bone.
Yeah, gotta.
He's probably like in a wheelchair because when he fell off the
Anyway.
cliff, he like.
I
So-
wrote here, basically my notes here. Check VOD for details.
Aha.
So much fun.
Silkus, you lead the rest of your Calamity Hunter party
doing well.
over the southern bridge, and a little bit around to the left as you exit the bridge. You find Matic's workshop, designated by a rather nice looking kind of ornate sign that he has out the front, trimmed in what could possibly be a gold leaf style trim around this wooden sign, but it's a very nice ornate design, and all it says on it is Matic's. The building itself, from here, you can see actually seems to overhang the cliff, although around the front side you can't quite tell yet. But as you enter through the front door, you see there's a rather open plan area. There is the place just smells and feels sooty. As you walk in, it's just almost the floor itself is just black with soot, and you can feel it kind of getting up into your nostrils and into like the folds of your clothes with how sooty it is in here. All the the byproducts of
So
smithing
about the
over
only
for
person
many
who still
years.
looks clean as him.
Yeah, John is perfectly clean except for his face.
I
Can you just
should have
picture
got-
like we're walking through and you just see these like little puffs of like soot come back off his clothes?
It's like really bad sleet, you know, where it really hurts. That's coming off. Anytime you go within like 5 feet of John, it's just like sleet of soot. It's just
That's why I'm at least 10 feet away always from John.
yeah, exactly.
Mommy, I gotta get my.
And you
I'm gonna, like,
see,
put my
tuned
hood up
with
to
that
keep
spell.
my
you see,
myself
bar
from his
the
shirt.
one pillar on the inside of this building that holds up the roof. The whole thing's open plan, and while there is an inside, like a roofed section, it leads out into a kind of veranda where the forge itself is located, and you can't see ground beneath it from where you're currently standing as you walk through the front door. Over near the forge in that area, you see quite a dark-skinned human. He's well built, mostly in the upper body, but you notice immediately that he is missing an arm.
He's the one who found the cliff.
Yeah, exactly. His left arm
It's named after him.
is replaced by a very interesting looking prosthetic. Silkus and Archibald, I'd like you to roll Arcana checks for me.
Is he red skinned? Does he have horns?
No.
Okay,
It's a
good.
dark skinned human.
I mean, he could be all the soot. You know, you never know. What was it? Roll, sorry.
Arcana.
Arcana. Arcana Matata. It's 15.
24.
Fuck off.
Good lord.
I rolled
Here's you
a
feeling
natural
like you're disappointed with that, and it's a 15, and then he's just, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Right.
The two of you kind of immediately focusing on this arm. It is actually, his left arm prosthetic is not even attached to his body at all. It doesn't touch his skin. He has a stump of a left arm that's just below the shoulder, and then there is a gap, and then there is a floating prosthetic with an elbow that moves just as fluidly as his normal right hand.
This guy's Rayman.
Yes, actually, very much so.
I am
except with an actual realistic-looking arm.
Yours annoying.
You see the umbral runes glowing along it as it channels the Umbra to make the movements that he is essentially commanding it. But he moves with it just as fluidly and naturally as any other human
I love that.
or creature would.
And I'm also annoyed because I had an NPC in mind that was very similar to that design.
I mean, you
Well,
didn't
now you
personal
know.
campaign.
Now you know it
No.
exists.
God.
Oscar, you didn't fix the overlay.
I didn't fix the overlay because I'm shit, but that's fine. The name's still there. You can still see it. We'll fix it between
Unless
streams.
you
And I
can't
promised you that I'll forget.
It's okay. Anna already asked Mira to remind her during the week to fix them.
So, I've met this.
You've not met him before.
I did go to the blacksmith before we left.
Different blacksmith.
Was it not lad?
You were at a different blacksmith.
Then I would've-
So Matic, as was explained to you previously,
Okay.
by the Mestrial.
Yeah.
So Albert and Matic work together,
I see.
and they supply Yoln's kind of higher ups with a lot of their equipment. Their Matic specifically is an armorer.
I feel so bad about this because I was wanting to go back to the one I talked to before because he knows what I want to get done. After all the description, I feel so bad, but I head out.
You're here now. But Alba referred you to Matic, and this is hilarious. And you are aware, based on what the Mestrial and what Alba has told you, that Matic works with Alba to create these high-end magical and otherwise items that go to the Mestrial's higher-ups. A lot of her captains, lieutenants, and her scouts are fitted out with custom armor and items that are made in conjunction with Alba and
Which
Matic.
explains why they just pop up out of the woodwork at us. They probably got some like stealth enhancing shit.
I walk
They're just
up.
Ant-Man.
I just like, hello there.
Maybe there's an Ant-Man
Hello.
cloak.
Hello.
Hi. Nice to meet you. My name's Silkus. I've been looking around for.
He places his like tongs,
Yep.
his metalworking tongs down, which currently have a cooling ingot clamped between
Nice.
them. He places it down, lets the ingot start cooling on his anvil. He stands up. He's quite tall. He's taller than you, and he's standing up from his very short kind of stool that he's been sitting on. He's pretty intimidating.
Are you sure he's not redskin?
He's not 9. And he reaches out his hand and says, "Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Silkus. I'm Matic."
Pleasure's all mine. Like I was saying, I was looking around for a blacksmith that could be able to help make some armor that's fitted for tuning a certain spell. Now this was not for me. All these 3, it would be for her, and I point to sulfur.
What did you say you want? A what?
Armor. For
Armor, just armor.
tuning.
Just armor.
A tunable armor.
You're looking for wolf armor.
Yes. Something that can be able to be tuned to give a free access to one spell. Something.
Has to be light enough for you to be able to move freely.
Absolutely.
An unusual request, but I can certainly try. I've
Excellent.
had more difficult ones.
Oh, well, that's.
Try to
pretty
keep your
confident on
face
this one.
free if you can.
I
I
can
don't
picture
know
this
what you're
entire
planning,
time.
but-
He's dirty, looking over, and Sulphur's got like a tongue out, like that.
Yeah, kind of. She'll be like, "Oh, you're talking about me. What's this?"
By the way, where you shook his
Stuff?
hand, your hand is now just black with soot.
You know why? It
Why are you staying,
I've been on
bounced back into my
John.
hand.
why are you staying 10 feet away from me?
For certain purposes,
I feel like he's going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
For real.
But it
Like
bounces
leaning
back,
out of it.
back to my hand. Archibald, if you don't mind.
What did you write on there?
Don't worry.
Archibald.
Because I
Also,
wrote
Also,
down
I'd like
something that sounds
I'd like a
stupid.
ring.
What kind of a ring?
Just, I need a ring that can be enchanted. If it's got a little lightning bolt on it,
Just
that'd
a-
be awesome.
Just looking at a standard silver ring. Gold. Titanium.
Don't have any carborundum, do you?
I do, in fact.
Where did you
Yeah.
know that word?
Do you have a ring pre-made in Gubroman, or would it have to be made?
I can look through my spares.
Yeah.
Take a moment to do that.
Also, very nice arm.
Thank you, I made it myself.
That is.
That
quite
is impressive.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
What's his plus? To
So-
the armor, I wonder.
quite.
Alba did the enchantment.
Of course.
Also,
Talented.
you seem to be more armor based.
Very much so. I can do weapons, but I'd recommend a different
Based
smith for
in,
that.
Okay. I would say, being an armor smith, you'd probably know how to create armor piercing like arrows and stuff like that, do you?
I do, yes.
That's a good
How
idea.
much would they cost?
I can chuck them on. It's a fairly easy request. It's not particularly precise work. So, I'll add them on. How many are you looking for?
Quiver load?
10 to 20.
Mm.
We'll go 15.
Done.
How much?
I'll contact my supplier, and we should be able to supply them for you 5 gold.
Done.
How much would be for the custom armor?
Custom armor will take you a little bit higher. You'll be
course.
looking more like 50 gold for the full set,
Right.
and maybe an extra 10 for research and development.
I feel like he's
Great.
fine.
That sounds more than.
Glad
That's
that you
actually
don't-
fantastic.
If you like it enchanted, of course, well, you'll have to go to Alba for the enchantment, and that will cost you a little extra.
That goes without saying. That's fair enough.
I think sorry. You go.
No, by all means.
I think I'll increase my armor. Oh, no.
I
Order.
cut
Armor
you.
I'll
piercing.
increase my order of armor piercing arrows.
I'll cut
to
you if you
about-
increase that AC. So I won't be able to.
50 gold
AC.
worth.
50 gold's worth.
Yeah.
Okay,
150 arrows. Yep.
Wow.
done.
Okay.
Easy enough. Anyone else looking for anything armor-wise?
I'm not really suited for armor. Delicate skin and whatnot.
Archibald actively
Look, if
laughs.
it's not a sword, I can probably do it, so...
Well, I'm looking for something that could... Another tunable thing. Something that I could be able to wear. Something that's not, per se...
So armor.
yes, armor, but not that can deter away from casting.
A bracelet of some sort.
He'd
Or
like
a ring, or
He'd like some mage armor.
necklace, gorget kind
I
of thing.
believe-
Maybe you're looking... You could even go a hawbook if you really want.
So
How much
what
are your
does
rings
it-
of protection?
I'm sorry, what was
I think
the
a
last one?
protection... Oh, we generally sell those for about 13,700 gold.
Ooh,
Sorry about it.
one
What was that
of them.
last one? Sorry,
A hawbook, it's a
Hawbook?
chain shirt.
Okay.
A mail
okay.
shirt.
Okay.
Okay.
That is not what either of us heard.
Yep, okay.
I believe they heard something along the that you'll probably find in a brothel. By the sound of that.
I mean, if someone dares go to that.
Look, if you really want, I can organise one of those for you as well, but that's not exactly my kind of business.
Yeah, do you want a
It's-
whole book?
Not today.
Okay.
I can't want to.
Did you guys actually hear Hawber?
I had to live with that.
Genuinely.
Tariel, what were you saying before I interrupted you?
Oh, I was asking how much the rings of protection were because Albert mentioned
I
them.
believe they'll cost at least up to 10,000.
13,700 is what he just said.
Yeah. Well, I guess
was
I'll
like,
just have
"Ooh,
to.
okay."
Look, we generally keep in stock rings and belts of protection. Belt of Hill Giant Strength is another one that's popular.
-8 eyes just flickered. Well, I guess maybe I'll just have to find out if a dead
How much
corpse
is the
and be
belt?
lucky like that.
The belt, well, I can give you a +1. We have in stock a +1 belt of protection. That'll run you a pretty solid 50,000.
Yeah, no.
Alright, so
Not that rich.
for
sorry.
60 gold, custom armor for Lady Sulfur, and
She leans against you a little bit at the word lady.
Of course, during the time
Only for
of
like a second.
construction,
Okay.
this I will need access directly to the wolf.
How often?
Measurements,
How often?
daily, preferably.
I think we're gonna be here for a
Time
while.
frame? Like what time do you want her to show up? Because we need to. She can run to you easily. We just.
Anytime you like. Something consistent, preferably, but mornings.
Okay. This
Business hours.
This is how this is going to work. You're going to tell me a time frame that you want her to
Business
show up.
hours.
No. You're going to tell me like a couple of hour range that you want. her
What
to
she's
show
trying
up.
to say is we
Roll,
need
roll
a
a
certain.
persuasion check.
We need a. Can I help her with that? We need a certain time because she's always that busy. So I'm
No,
busy
it's so that she can we can actually just train her to
helping,
do it.
helping.
9
Adva-
to 11
and
work.
Could I have given an advantage? Give a help action by doing that?
Roll a persuasion check.
I got it from Pestilence.
What'd you roll?
I thought so.
Can I wait?
I'm so annoyed
What
at
would
you.
you roll?
Can I wait?
Wait for him to roll. Off the phone.
Such a heavy
jeez.
dice.
I rolled an 8.
An 8.
14.
I'm not trying to be
14.
rude. I'm trying to get an exact time frame. This is something that actually IRL.
Look, if you
pisses
really
me
want it
off.
sometime,
Finally can use persuasion.
9 of the clock.
Right, you heard that? 9 o'clock. You come to this guy. You give him a good sniff.
Okay.
She's not dangerous, is she?
I need to
Don't pull her tail and you'll be
Anyways.
fine.
I had no intentions of.
Alright, well that's great.
How heavy are you looking for the armor?
I need it. Sorry, but I will need it quite light so that she has still full movement, full speed.
Plate, chain.
Scale?
Scale is
Don't worry about the weight. She'll be able to
Medium,
move in it. That won't be a
approximate.
problem. But what kind of protection level are you looking for?
Well, we're looking what would be the best for her.
I mean, her
if it's flexible
natural-
enough that we could work with probably the best.
Her natural armor is about as strong as my leather armor.
So let's go.
We can't afford plate, probably. So
How much would plate be?
Plate. Again, the dimensions are a bit weird on a wolf.
I do understand that.
It would more likely be half plate, really, because it wouldn't be full plate armor. You couldn't actually cover a wolf in armor. Be like looking at the Gorgon.
Probably cover all the material costs for it. Same cost as I quoted earlier. 60, and that's including R&D.
60 is is good enough for me.
Become
Mail would take the price up a little bit.
I don't. I'm not familiar with heavy armors. You.
I've
bow
seen
to-
enough around. Half plate would probably be a good idea.
Again, delicate skin. I'm not used to it.
I honestly know nothing about heavy
Right.
armor.
Got this as a gift from me.
Something to
That's all.
protect the body, maybe the neck, keep the movement fairly free.
Perfect.
That what you're looking for?
Yes,
More
absolutely.
or less. Sounds
Fair enough. Half
Best-
plate. It is 60 gold.
Perfect. I'll pay for that.
Okay. So.
How much for the cover under?
She like happily bays at you.
Yes,
I
that.
will
And he
pay
turns
for
and he
that.
walks past you into
Once
the kind
I
of roofed
get
area.
some money for my share.
Which is quite dark in there.
I have not
He walks
changed
over
the girdles yet.
to what looks like a fairly
still
thrown together
got
kind
ton
of
of corridors.
work space where it's a timber
150,000
bench top surrounded by a whole bunch of timber drawers and stuff. It clearly looks homemade by someone who's not a carpenter. And he kind of pulls open one of the drawers and starts rifling through stuff and pulls out the cover on the ring that you recognise immediately. It's not rough, but it's definitely not finely polished to the point of being like a very fancy ring. But he hands it over and says, "Honestly, 10 gold."
Done. Would you be able to do some additions to it?
Okay, what would you like?
Just for aesthetics' sake, that way I know which side is active and which isn't. Can you put a lightning bolt on one side?
Yep.
I like that.
And just like polish it up, make it look.
Not an uncommon request, the lightning bolt. He walks over and gets, on one end of his kind of workbench space, he's got a number of different like clamps and what almost look like stamps. And he takes one of these and clamps it to the table and then uses this dual press kind of stamp thing. And after he pulls down this lever, it releases and he pulls the ring out and it's got a lightning bolt in it.
You
Takes it over to a belt sander and really carefully gets like the really big burrs off of it, and then starts to use just hand sandpaper and starts to polish it up for you, giving it a final sheen with it takes him like 10 minutes
How
max.
often do you trade between like Alba and yourself?
Regularly, daily.
Have you done your daily trade yet?
Generally it's at the end of the day.
Okay. Would you mind possibly delivering that ring to her?
Can do.
Tell her it's for the order that was put in earlier.
Can do.
Archibald.
Headband with the
Thank you.
lightning
That'll save us.
Would you like me to also
going back.
deliver the armor when it's finished?
That would be excellent,
Yes.
actually, yes.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
would.
Okay.
Although I don't believe she knows what you want done with that.
She'll find out tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Going over there anyway.
The armor will take me a little while, especially since it's not something I'm particularly
Proficient with.
the
Oh, that's
the
totally
wolves
fine.
armor.
Well, you're the
You'd be
best we've
looking
got.
at maybe a week and a half if it goes well.
That's
Honestly,
alright.
probably the best.
I mean,
that's
she's
here,
got
as far
like
as I'm
leather
concerned.
harnessing that we have for her at the moment.
I have no doubt in your capabilities. So,
Oh,
Thank you.
One addition to this armor, if it could have a leather loop of some description on the back.
What for? Holding something?
So, do you know how hard it is to halter and cart a wolf up a mountainside with a rope?
No, I don't. So you're looking for a harness style thing.
If we can attach something like that, that would be useful.
Done. Okay.
Okay, otherwise, we have to still manhandle
Oh,
her up a
absolutely.
mountainside. So,
So
Oh,
Deduct
yeah. This
two.
is this isn't something that we've talked about that I can make her fly if we need to.
oh, I've seen.
Where was that information a few months
I mean,
ago?
to be fair,
I
Gus
couldn't a few months ago.
Oh, yeah.
kind of saw those kind of abilities of his. in
Recently.
this-
Anyway.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he could put it on.
Pleasure doing
wall.
business with you.
Wow.
Andrew too, and he reaches out with his left arm, the prosthetic, and goes to shake your hand. As you shake it, he
That
turns
feels
away
weird,
and it
just
releases,
shaking.
and you're left holding just his left hand.
Does it move by itself?
It does.
It's autonomous.
To a degree. It like wiggles and
Yeah,
moves.
but-
So
Biology.
Matic has an auto arm,
Kind of.
so it's an automatic arm. Got that. Got my pun that I wanted to say.
You had to
since the
work
start.
so hard for that.
Well, do you know what? I
but it
appreciate
worked.
the work. Appreciate the effort.
I love that the whole time you're just sitting there with your hand like that.
He never took it back.
I need to deduct
There you go.
280 gold from
He,
my
he
share
turns
from
so
there.
his left side's facing you, and you see him. You see the slightest twitch in his face, and the arm shoots out of your hand and reconnects with his.
Josh, write on something and hand it to him. It seems to work better.
Sorry. what?
Alright, give me your hand.
He wants to deduct 280 gold
Go
from
sketch
the
onto your arm.
party funds.
Okay. Why am I deducting?
That's
Wolf
my
armor?
and my 2 spells.
Okay. Do you also convert platinum to gold here?
Yeah,
Is there a currency
Oh, do you
conversion
have,
place around?
yes, there actually is. I believe John might know. So we can go over
Actually,
that
yeah,
later.
we
Yeah, we passed by one on the. On
I
that
have
one
Do you
of the
accept
levels.
platinum?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm going to give him 28 platinum because that's easier for both of us.
That is so
Instead of
much easier.
280 gold, yeah, okay.
How much is left of my share? You know what? We'll talk about that later.
I believe at the moment things that we're buying are beneficial to the entire
As he
party,
takes
even if
as he
we
takes the
lose
platinum from you,
Fair, but we
he
need to
actually opens up a
understand the
compartment in his arm
shares,
and
how
releases
much we
it
got for
there, and
each,
you watch it
so I
slowly
know
away.
how much I can spend on my own.
And then some symbols
I don't want
spin
to
on the
spend-
bicep.
I don't really care
and,
about money. So it doesn't bother me.
They all match up and it goes ding 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 ding.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Where do we want to go to now?
Jeweler.
Jewelry? Yes.
Yes, I want
Alright.
a jeweler.
Been there before. This time, hopefully, to the correct one. And so- actually, that was fantastic, but still.
So you're taking back to the
Yes.
same one you previously visited.
Finally got the automatic arm pun out and I'm so happy.
Oh,
I'm
God.
very proud of myself. You can actually see in the VOD when I think of it. I go quiet for like half a minute.
It's like, oh. Yeah, it was like that when I was doing the sound.
Is that
sound
when we
puns.
walked into the place?
It was that one when I did the hentai joke. That was just like,
No,
when he
don't
said
even
that, I'm
bring
like,
it up,
oh,
Josh.
I got it. It's not as great, but still.
Nobody should make jokes.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I thought we just left. I heard the
You
ding
too.
ding ding. Okay.
Alright, so because you start to lead the party up out into the
Okay.
Versalin.
Maybe before we do that, we should go to the currency exchange so we can I still can be able to do some exchanges before we go to the jeweler because I might want to buy something there as well.
Sure. I think there's one up on north side of the business ring. Yeah.
Excellent. Then we can come
I
back.
was like, why are
to
you holding the
jewelry.
book upside down?
To
And then I
jewelers.
realised.
Okay, so where are you going?
Exchange currency exchange.
Currency
Currency exchange. Okay.
I've got
and you're
multiple
exchanging
bags.
what?
All my grodels.
All your grodels?
Yeah, I don't need them right now.
Okay. Well, you can exchange them back. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was 100 grodels to 1 gold.
I'm gonna
Beautiful. I get
I'm gonna
180 gold back, 150
retroactively
gold
convert them yesterday because I forgot about that.
back. Don't cheat on that. If I have to do it, you got mine. I need a pen. Textile. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's nice to actually, have currency I understand.
Yes, because the dollar is so difficult.
Look, them dollary dues. 192 gold. Yeah. What?
Almost got as much as the party funds.
Oh, do I?
No.
Oh, God. As I said, we just spent a lot of gold there.
I mean, we did, but
Yeah.
I feel like
How
it's
much
all
do I have?
beneficial to everyone.
Well, that's what I was just saying.
Well,
Even if
yes.
it's used by an individual person, it's beneficial to the entire party to have these things.
The idea, though, is we should make the party fund.
Although,
It's like chip it from what's left of what we share between ourselves. That way we don't come
Well, I
up
just
broke, and we're
put-
always depending on a shared thing where we could end up ripping someone else off from buying something that they want. That's just as we go.
It's
walk.
fine. Most of the party funds are my money anyway. Like,
Yeah,
I
he's
put
been
in
putting
the
his
most.
entire party fund, like his entire money into the party fund.
Okay, well, I don't want to take any of yours in that case.
Doesn't matter. It's party funds.
That's just the way I feel about
You
it.
know, okay.
Hey, you're the one who cares about money, okay?
No,
Even-
he's the one
even-
that cares
I
about
was gonna
money.
say even the economic person
he's the
amongst us
economic one.
doesn't really care.
I'm
No,
just the rich
he's
boy.
already withdrawn his.
I'm just the rich one. That's all. Well,
That's why you care about money and none of us do.
when you're down.
We don't live for money.
Okay. Well, when
About this time, you arrive
can't
at
say
Yasna's
anything
lustrous
in
goods.
public.
So we're at the
Can't
jeweler.
say anything in
Yes,
public.
you've arrived at the Yoln's, Yasna's lustrous goods, the same place that you went to for a
Yeah.
previous transaction to be made.
Yeah, I can't remember what the transaction was.
I do.
Don't say it like that. It sounds creepy when you say it
It really
like
does. What was the
The
transaction?
transaction was
Transaction.
a certain something for Sariel.
My birthday
Oh
present.
yes, the birthday present. Gotcha.
Which is
gotcha,
now
gotcha,
being
yeah.
enchanted.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got this.
So to add to that, so I'm going to walk in, and do I know that you bought it here? You said
I'll,
this?
I mean, yeah.
well, this is where I bought it.
He's leading you there, so.
Yeah, but I mean, for all I know, he could be buying like chains for people he's met. I don't know. Could be like
That
buying
reminds
pretty
me.
jewelry for girls or something.
Actually,
Can I
it
get
does
some
remind
bling?
me. I am going to get some bling.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Hey,
anyway,
look,
I'm
there's
gonna
gotta be a
walk
featured
in,
nude
and
somewhere.
if I know
So-
that he bought it here because he was just saying that,
Mhm.
I'm going to just say that he bought me it, and I
They
want
don't know that.
a chain that would look nice with it.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Are you
Well,
checking how
as
much
you
I
walk in,
paid?
as you
Oh, I
walk
thought
in,
that's
you
what-
actually see a number of displays, of which one looks to be a very similar pendant to what you have.
I'm not looking at price tags.
I hide the price tag.
I'm not looking at price
There,
tags.
there,
Just
there are no,
instinctually
there are
hiding
no
the
price
price
tags.
I don't
on any
remember
of
how much
these.
is.
I literally just want to find a chain that suits it.
Okay. At this point, Yesna, the halfling,
How do you spell Yesna?
Jesna.
Yeah,
There's-
almost none of those letters are what I was expecting.
Opposed,
Do you know what that
opposed
is?
to the brother, Nosn.
That is what Jesse and Mai's couple name is.
Oh.
It's half Jesse and half Hannah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great.
I hadn't
That's
considered that, actually.
That's why I asked you. He just like pops in like what?
Anyway,
That's why I was asking because Jesse's a
Silkus,
jeweler. So
Silkus, you recall Yesna,
Yes.
the halfling,
Yes.
as he pops his head up above the counter in the back and says, "Hello,
is he bald with a beard?
Yes, no. Lovely to meet you again.
welcome back, Silkus."
Glad to be back. I brought a couple companions with me to have a look at the goods.
Yes, I see that. What are you looking for today?
The pendant that he gave that to me for my birthday.
Yes, some form of
How's
wolf
a-
thing, right?
Yeah, it's a wolf
I'm
pendant.
just gonna like pet the wolf.
Yes, I can see why now.
We need some.
I just wanted a nice chain or something to be wearing it.
Yes, absolutely.
I've literally had it on a piece
No,
of
that's
leather.
not a problem at
So-
all. Let me have a look right under my desk here. And he hops down, and you can see he just disappears from sight.
I'm really glad that this isn't based on Jesse because
could be.
wow.
Ah, plot twist it is.
There's like a really deep pit behind the counter.
Dude's in a mechanic shop. Like he's retrofitted a mechanic shop.
Yeah, exactly.
So
He's
he
got one of the
actually has
pits.
the transfers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hops down and disappears from sight. And you hear the clinking of various metals and stones against each other. And he eventually comes up with on like one on each finger. He's got different kinds of chains and straps and stuff.
Like
He's got a silver, a gold, a much more ornate gold that looks like it would break the moment you like tug slightly on it. The silver's very much like my own. And then he's got a number of leather ones as well. And
You
he's
drew
like,
attention
"Would any
to
of
it,
these
like-
work for you?"
he's just really
I'm what? Eccentric, yes.
enthusiastic.
You
that's
are
what I-
Enthusiastic, very much so.
You are more
love it.
jewellery orientated than I.
Oh,
You've
Well-
probably seen a lot more than I have.
I've seen my share.
I would like your opinion.
He's
Sure.
seen some shit.
I mean, anywhere that isn't yours, then yes.
Oh god. I really hope to
Larry.
never hear Oscar
So
say
what-
that in that voice ever again.
I want to hear it again.
Awesome. Yeah. So what was it again? Sorry.
He's got one silver one, much like this one, much like my own. A gold one that's similar as well, but a little bit more kind of elegant in the gold, like the gold work itself. And he's got another gold one that's very ornate, and you feel like the moment anyone gave it a slight tug, it would just snap.
Yeah.
And then he's got a whole bunch of other leather ones, like some nice black leather ones, some thinner ones, some larger ones that you don't think would fit the pendant at all. And he's just standing there right now, looking at you with them all hanging off his fingers.
What's that green jewelry type?
Jade,
Jade.
Jade. Yes.
emerald.
I don't think you could put jade as a chain.
No,
Josh, it's a
there's
gem.
something else I'm thinking of. It's a different kind of metal.
Oxidized
Bismuth.
copper.
That might be it, actually. Honestly, that actually might be it.
As a woman who wears jewellery and is married to a jeweller, I'm internally cringing at the idea of oxidized copper.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
It's
the
something.
stuff,
it is
that's
nice,
the stuff
though.
that when you
It's
wear
okay.
it... Okay,
Yeah.
oxidized copper is
When
the
you
stuff
wear
that
a
when you
copper
wear
ring,
it, you get green.
Yeah, it leaves green. No, that's not what I'm thinking of then. I take a couple of the I was like, if you don't mind, and I take a couple of the neck chains and I compare it to
My
your
olive
complexion,
kind of skin tone.
and I'm like, no. How do you feel about leather?
I like leather, but obviously what I have been wearing it on has literally been from like a belt.
Well, this is definitely not that. This is much finer quality. A lot more sturdy and a lot more better styled. I must say, excellent work.
Thank you.
I like this guy better than I like Alba.
I love both. They're so good. I need them both in the same room.
Oh yeah.
That's really disappointing for me to hear, I have to say.
Okay. I'm going to go with what kind of leather, like any nice, unique designs?
Yeah, there's some nice like stitch work on some of these where it's basically because there's no real need for a stitch work on
Yeah.
a leather strap essentially, but there is some nice kind of ornate stitch work on some of these that kind of wraps around all the way back up until the clasp point where there's a silver clasp on each of the leather ones, and you find one is kind of like a more flowy, kind of naturey style. None of them have designs, or none of them have like pictures. Like there are no like leaves or anything in the stitch work. It's just kind of more. One's more flowy, and then there's one
go
that's
with-
kind of.
I look at the flowy kind of more nature-like, and I compare it to the actual pendant.
No, you can't because the pendant's it.
Well,
that's
you
right.
can pick up a similar one
Yes.
from the displays.
I do that, and I pick that up, and I compare the two. What do you think of these two? It's got more nature. kind
Holding
of,
up, what color leather? Brown or black?
This would be nice.
I think for nature you'd go brown.
I was thinking brown, but I'm thinking go complexion. It would still be brown, actually, technically, yeah. So it'll be a black one that's kind of...
Be aware that Sariel's complexion's more like tan, Jessie than me
Yeah,
because I'm
okay.
pale as
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, you're not... You're more like Silkus in the sense, except Silkus got more of a silvery tinge.
This is me tan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'll be like, I think this actually...
Oh.
This would
See, I'm
look
more,
like-
I'm more like Glenn's arm.
Yeah, not
This
this
is-
part. This part.
The lower arm.
I guess like I think this one would be nice, unless you think otherwise. It really is depends on what you like, honestly.
Well, it
That's
seems more natural, so I'm inclined to like it more than a darker leather.
I think it suits you fine.
I mean, because my leather vest is like quite a light brown.
yeah, it kind of matches with her leather armor. So, I think that would be good.
Yeah.
Okay, right. We'll take that then.
Very thorough. I like how you do business.
Thank you very much.
I mean, if I'm gonna wear it,
4
every day,
silver for that. It's,
Well, silver.
I pay for it.
Go for it.
He
As
just
a
like
rich-
goes for his wallet.
As a rich
Nope.
person, I like handouts.
Josh.
What the
You said it was like
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me?
So when he came up with like the
Can I see?
said it was like Thanos.
Oh.
And if you can see it, would you
No,
probably
I'll
not.
post it on Twitter later.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, 'cause
please
that's-
do.
Worthy
I saw
though.
him doing a scribble, and when I looked over at him, he kind of like covered it. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
I'm saying the
okay.
thing, he just sneaks on him. Like,
Do you know, I
That
still,
scribble was his chin.
I still have pictures of when you were like trying to, young Brick was trying to like shove the arrows back in that magical quiver.
well, I think I'm gonna start looking among the jewelry and like the little security cabinets and whatnot.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pick out some nice. I'm gonna look at some sapphire rings.
Mhm.
Something with unique designs. I'm gonna look at stuff that's kind of a little bit elemental. Like they kind of give off that kind of elemental design.
Like anodized titanium or some like colorful stuff like that.
Not metal, but yeah, well,
Silver is metal.
well, that's a matter of opinion, and my opinion
metal of
doesn't
opinion?
matter.
It's a metal of opinion.
Metal opinion, yes.
But he just stop.
I'm looking here. I'm looking for like just some jewel encrusted stuff, like bling
Encrusted?
for bling. Bling for bling.
Super bling.
Yeah, I mean, come on, silk is bling. That's pretty high bling.
And any particular stone you have in mind, or you mentioned sapphire.
I do say sapphire. Yeah,
You can get sapphires in different colors.
that's
You
true.
get black
I
sapphire.
know
You
that
can get
after
You can
being
get
told
pink,
us
blue
that.
sapphire,
Ooh, that's a
I used to
good-
have a pink sapphire necklace. As
I'm
well.
gonna look for some of those.
pink
What,
sapphire.
pink?
Yeah, why not? He's flamboyant.
Yay, being married to a jeweler.
This is very handy information.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have talked to
Roll an
Jesse about this
investigation check.
before you started this session.
Maybe. Sorry.
Roll an investigation check.
Investigate.
Oh,
I
it's
love
gonna
it.
be a 4
With or without modifiers.
without.
Without modifier.
No.
Roll an
No.
investigation check.
My God, that's gonna be a minus if that's gonna be.
You spot a piece of broken glass and be like, what's this gem?
As it cuts into my
Wait,
skin.
that's cubic
Yeah.
zirconia.
Yep. That's a 24.
24.
Yeah. Got an eye for jewels.
You do find one.
Egg.
Only one.
Oh.
It is a silver ring with one slightly larger and then two smaller embedded pink sapphires. So they're not they're not cradled.
Yeah.
They're actually embedded in the ring itself, and very, very finely cut.
Yeah.
Very, very nice ring. You see it sitting there, temptingly.
More like that.
How much?
You see how they sit inside it?
Yeah. All right. That's
Wedding ring.
how much. I point. I was like, how much for this one?
You have very good taste, Silkus.
Well, thank you very much. I see what I like, and nothing here I have not liked.
Oh, good save.
That was almost nothing here takes his eye.
Aye.
No.
Did a little twist there, like M. Night Shyamalan.
Got whiplash
Doing
from
a
how
bit of a
quickly
tongue
you saved that.
We're just like,
I just can't help it. I mean,
You know how
We
to
all
get to
just
a man's
collectively
heart,
go-
don't you?
I'm just. It's. Look, I just love this place, and I appreciate everything you do here. This is
Just
amazing.
for that, I'll give you this ring.
Oh, come on, he should do like a
Oh.
charm check or something.
Charm check.
For
Class charm person.
90 gold.
Not a gold. Ah, not a gold.
I like flick him 1 gold.
I'm giving 1,000-yard stare, so I'm trying not to be
like, what
noticed.
say
Can
you
I roll a
to
stealth check?
90 brodels? It's like, how about we bump that up
I'm
to
actually seriously giving you a gold.
100 brodels?
Here we go.
And if you stare at me about it, I'm just gonna be like, it's pretty.
It's an 11.
I mean, it's lovely.
Silkus, your friend over there looks rather lost. Is he okay?
Who?
He's looking at Archibald.
What did you roll?
Archibald is just standing there with 1,000-yard stare, just kind of like...
Someone wanted to just quickly check
Yeah,
on
hey
it.
Archibald, can I take you outside for a second?
Please.
No, I'm actually quite worried about him. I don't want to spend too much
I
time.
walk out.
You know what? I gotta. I don't really have that much on me right now.
I mean, to be
and
fair, it's only
I
what,
don't really
9
want to go
flat?
back out.
85.
85?
It's 9 flat. Come on.
Could you do me 75? I'm sorry. I don't want to tarnish this lovely establishment, but I'm in kind of a rush
You will.
and I can't afford that much right now.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 83.
83.
I'm gonna walk out too now.
Tell what?
Do you look
How would you
instantly
do
better when you're outside?
80?
80.
Would 80 be alright?
Oh, but why would I do 80?
Friendship.
Well,
Because of
for
his
more business
wonderful-
that will come your way once.
What do you expect? Oh, what kind of business?
Can I get an inside check on what he means by fucking? Can I
Just offered an artist exposure.
gold? Hey, that kind of stuff hasn't been created yet, but also gold. So,
That was gonna.
What kind of business?
well, if you must know, I have I have quite a lot of high connections in amongst of friends upon the higher.
I'm gonna give John
idiots.
9 gold and send it back in.
Give
I've
me a
been.
persuasion roll.
Alright,
you
fine.
think?
Give me a persuasion roll, Glenn.
It-
Give me one.
It's gonna.
Friends
yeah,
in high
alright.
places. Who?
I'm
Who?
just like,
Tell me who.
You think I want to go
I'm very
in there either?
interested in your friends in high places.
How about
Well-
this? We put it in a small pouch
God,
and we send Sulphur back in with it because the chances of him
Have you
actually
ever heard
taking
of,
it out of her
Thorin?
mouth are pretty
Thorin
low.
the Great. He's a fantastic traveller around, and many people know him. I've seen him in all my parties.
Roll deception check.
Yes,
Glenn?
buddy.
Wanna see
Oh,
what
come
I
on.
work out?
I
just
never
wanna see
get
how
this, come on,
goes,
Like,
actually.
like I'm
Come
happy
on.
that he's using his charisma-based skills, which are all really high.
Yes, I get to do it, but I'm so
Josh,
scared.
Josh.
Hurry up and
I-
roll.
Wait,
Hate
before you do,
haggling.
please move your phone because you are using
Okay.
spiky dice.
Okay.
I'd be more worried about the other one than the spiky one.
Okay. 19.
19.
Oh, come on.
If he hadn't moved the phone, it would have landed on the phone.
Please not that 20.
No, it wasn't a nat
Oh
20.
my god. Please not more than 19.
I haven't, but if you promise,
Word is my bond.
you're not bartering with a halfling. It really, you know how to get to a man's heart.
Oh, thank you.
I'll give it to you for 80.
Much obliged. Thank you so much. And gonna tell about you to all my friends at all my parties I'm gonna have.
The Mestrelial too, I hope.
Oh, absolutely. She's a good friend of mine now.
Good.
I'm really glad I'm not in that room right now.
He believe you.
Thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating.
I hope
here.
to see your friends here soon, Circus.
I think you will. And I hand over the 80 gold.
Thank you. Thank you for your business.
No, thank you for your lovely customer
Now get out of my store. Go. Go. Get your
Okay,
friends.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. And I leave.
I'm
I'm
beginning
fucking
to feel-
sweating it, man.
I am beginning to feel more and more like this is based on my husband.
I've never.
The abrupt, yeah, you've got what you want.
This is the first time I've properly tried
Welcome to
negotiate a
Walmart. Get
proper
your
price.
shit and get out.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh,
great.
God.
I finally got to use deception roll.
You just
and
bartered
it
with a
worked.
halfling Thanos.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god, I gotta make sure. I gotta change. I gotta make sure I'm not discovered again. I got a new character, new
Well-
start.
You're missing a very great opportunity to really make some make him very happy. I think you've got a lot of friends
I do have
in
a lot of
yourself.
Like you.
You can totally just turn into a bunch of people.
I have plans. I have so many future plans.
I had just
Ooh,
one question.
ooh, do we
Why
have
were you
a-
touching me?
I'm
I'm
in the
pretty
moment.
sure he could just like shape change into the Mr. Yarl.
Yeah,
Just
but that's
walk
not
back
going
in
to
the
save
store.
him money.
He doesn't have to buy anything. He still keeps his promise by making her show up.
And technically, oh no, but he hates himself. So he's not friends.
So
So-
when you walk out, I When you walk out, I just like
I
turn
have
to you
the
and I'm
ring
just like,
on my index finger.
oh, you got it. Yeah. So sorry about that. All the chains and stuff in there, like the lights glinting off it. It was
that's-
reminding me of War's chain. So
Oh,
I
no,
had to
that's totally
leave.
fine. As long as you're okay.
I just got bored of you bartering.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That kind of stuff is more fun for me, not so much for people that watch. That's why.
Title of your sex tape.
I spent $80.
It's getting better by the second because you can't hear somebody else's reaction.
But I now
Drink some
have,
water.
I have a ring for protection now.
what?
I have a ring for protection. I can get it. Anyway, continue, please. Let's go. Let's do this.
Oh.
No, protection. It keeps me safe at night.
Oh.
It's the only thing that really loves me.
Please
My
stop.
John, what are you up to?
My gems are loving me.
I think
what are you
we're
doing?
having an intense discussion
Are we
of
nearing
the
any
merits
cards?
of various card shuffling
We
schemes
need any
and how
cards?
truly random and the
Yeah.
outcoming
Can I like try and find some more
arrangement is.
bunny
Okay.
rabbits?
Yeah.
Or
I'm all about
squirrels to kill for the render?
Roll a survival check.
14. Doesn't mind, right? Yeah.
14.
Human.
We don't actually know how much he eats in a day. We know we can eat a full stag, but
You
Yeah, I don't know how much he needs. I don't know if he's like a crocodile and can go 6 months without eating.
you stalk
nearby.
over to the nearby park, to the first park that you find, and after sneaking around with your bow looking for some bunnies to shoot,
all squirrels, all birds.
after a short period of time, there's a tap on your shoulder. And as you spin to see who it is, you see one of Yoln's guards standing there.
These guys are gonna get punched.
Can I like?
And he says,
hang on.
Miss,
Okay.
it's illegal to hunt in Yoln's park. So
Okay, I get that. But do you want to see what I'm trying to prevent happening before you tell me off?
not really.
That I can understand that response.
I would prefer you just put the bow away and leave the park for now.
Hang on.
You hand him a piece of paper. I have a permit, see? This literally just says I can do what I want.
What if I show him the seal? Like the most generous
I-
seal.
You can if you want.
I'm gonna show him that.
I think John's out of
That-
sight of
I
this, but I'm
understand.
very
That's
uncomfortable
That's
with
why,
this.
that's why I can do
Yeah.
whatever I want from Master L.
Look, I understand you might be one of the favored, but it's still illegal to hunt
The favorite. I
in our
like that.
parks.
The favorite
Even like
hunters.
a pigeon.
Even a pigeon. What is a pigeon? I don't know what a pigeon is.
Like a little tiny pest bird.
But
Well, we don't have them, so
Pig
it's still
with
illegal,
wings.
yes.
What about a squirrel?
Also don't have those.
Hang on.
hang on.
Um,
Hang on.
I'm
I
looking
gotta
for
think
something
about
in
this stuff.
particular. So, isn't there a thing that when I stand still for like a certain amount of time, I like disappear?
actively
Yeah,
engaged in conversation
you
and you
I
just
mean-
I do,
fade
but what-
into the
what-
I mean,
what
that's,
time was it?
Right now, I want to do that.
Oh no, I'm not near you guys. You're fine.
That's
No,
the,
he's talking in real life.
No, me.
I can't remember what it is.
Just-
It's an elf thing.
It is. So I'm
Yeah,
looking.
you're
for
wood
it.
elf, right?
Half elf.
Half elf. So maybe I don't think half elf.
No, there's a ranger thing.
A ranger, right? But technically, you have to be hidden. You have to be somewhat have some shrub with you. It's not like you stand there and all of a sudden
No.
you're
It
invisible.
was
that's-
just like
that's
if I
fine.
wanted to walk away from the garden, hide in a bush,
Oh,
and then
you need to be
just
there
try
for
again.
at least a minute to do that. But you can do hide in general, as an action.
I kind of just want to go hide, in, like walk away from the garden, hide in a bush, and I will put my bow away and try and hunt with a knife instead.
I sent a message for Alice, but I can't remember what it said back. You're gonna have to do the accent.
What if I?
I almost fell up to the task.
Or you could write down what you think you'll respond with and make him say it.
No, that's less fun. Just continue with your thing.
I'm gonna put my bow away, away till I'm out of sight, and then pull like a dagger or something out and try and hunt with the dagger instead.
Oh, I literally thought you'd
Make
pull
a
out the
stealth
dagger
Okay.
and wait for him to come around.
Oh.
Oh god.
What was that?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Are we gonna have to get
So-
Sarah out of jail? Is that what's
He
gonna happen?
sees every move you make.
Okay, so I'll just leave.
You just stepped in the bush and you're like head
I
still.
said dagger.
fully
My hands
viewed.
are my
I
cloak. He's
feel
not gonna
like-
see it. It's fine.
If that Homer meme where he walks backwards
Yeah.
into the bush, except the bush is like a couple twigs
Yeah.
and not actually a hedge.
Look at you making a
She's
simple
like,
reference.
He was making a meme reference. It's more his generation.
Ugh,
yeah, it's a meme reference.
Anyways,
stems and-
I will leave.
Okay. So you join back up with the
Oh wait,
party.
wait, wait! Can I drag the guard with me?
Oh god.
I want to show him what I'm trying to feed.
You grab him by the hand and you start leading him.
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
I mean, that's
To him.
assault, technically.
I did try to explain myself to him, and he didn't want to hear it.
So,
You gotta know when to fold
Let
them.
go of me, and he continues to
no.
follow you after
Oh.
you've grabbed his arm. And
Right. What if you're gonna follow me anyway?
No, that's what, like, you grab his arm and start leading him, and he, like, wrenches his hand free and then continues to follow you. Like, as in, he is following you to humour you, basically.
Yeah. So if he's gonna follow me anyway, then I don't need to like grab him or hold on to him.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to. You walked past, you grabbed his hand, and you started pulling him, and he wrenched his hand free and then followed you.
Right. So now he's following me.
Yes.
I'm gonna take him to the thing. This is what I'm trying to feed.
Oh
You-
god.
Do you have any other suggestions?
I don't know what this is.
It eats a lot.
I'm sure it does. It looks terrifying, but I don't know what it
Are
is.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just, hang on, what's going on?
I got in trouble for trying to feed it. For trying to hunt for like a squirrel. to feed it
Illegally
with.
in our.
Well, I didn't
parks.
know it was illegal when I started.
Well, that's not my problem,
Well-
is it?
Well, I'm asking if you have any
Alright,
advice for things
we-
I can feed it with.
Let's
Maybe go to a butcher.
let's
Fine.
let's head out of the city and hunt out outside the gates for a bit. Like
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. And I'm gonna start walking towards the like exit where in the like party peak as it were direction.
Okay.
Kind of favorite area of the woods as it were.
Okay.
Even though it's mountainous. But
Okay. You two start to head that way?
I'm following.
I don't
Okay.
want it to eat
Wait, am I
John,
there?
so...
Am I there? Sorry.
Yeah, they've rejoined with you now.
Oh, so did I see all that?
Yeah, you saw.
You
You saw.
wouldn't have seen
you didn't see
thing.
the stuff that happened
You-
in the park.
Oh, thank God, because I would have said something.
We know.
No, I was by myself.
I can make things better or worse. It depends how
It
generous I
depends.
am.
Really depends on your mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Josh's mood, not Silkus's. Silkus doesn't have a mood. I keep forgetting.
Well, his
I
mood
mean
is-
Doc's.
Oh, he's always dead tired. Wait, that's not mood.
Ooh.
Dead tired. I don't like what you did there.
So you're all going up to Party
You
Peak.
like that one?
To
Acknowledge
to the plateau on Party Peak.
Plateau on Party Peak. Oh my God, I love it.
You're just going PvP now.
Well, now I need to go PvP. So thanks for that. I'm just gonna be right back.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and hunt up there then.
And I should probably learn how to hunt alongside Huroleth, so could you show me some things?
Sure.
I'm
Do you
okay.
have a bow on you?
I do not.
Here, I have mine.
Okay,
I
so
can-
I asked simply because it'll be easier to do it at a distance than to get up close. You're not exactly the most stealthy person I've ever met.
That is
He's probably
fair.
better than me.
You're flamboyant.
Wow.
You're very bright.
Oh, thank you.
So yes, you would be rather hard to be stealthy.
Oh, that's a bad thing. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Do you accept either of those?
I like take Silkus's one
Yes, I don't have it. I run.
like gently, and I'm just like pausing for like a good amount of time, trying to decide whether this is like traumatically close to a weapon or not.
Put it this way: the only time that you need to use it is to feed the pet. It's not
Roll
going to
a
be
wisdom
violent.
saving throw.
Well, technically, if you'd...
It's
Here's
not
how
gonna be
you want
violent
to think of
against
it,
other
John.
beings.
You want to think of it this way? It's more of a tool.
So that
History, I think he said.
wisdom
Every
saving
weapon
throw.
can be a tool.
So
Every tool's a hammer.
5.
He's got a mine. Oh god.
You hand John this
Oh,
bow,
no.
and he takes it briefly, and then he just goes catatonic.
You
for
know what? I
us.
think it kind of looks good on you.
Hey,
I think you should keep it.
can I try and like pep talk?
You can.
Yeah, can
Look.
could I do that? I'll help.
This isn't you being violent to other people. Okay, it's not a weapon. It's a tool. It's a tool. It's not a weapon. You're going to be using it for the benefit of others, not the harming of others.
I will come
Maybe
up to.
Maybe I'll just stay by Hip's side for a bit.
I'll come up and I'll change to Doc's voice. It's like, I understand how it is to struggle with something that's scarred you. I understand. Think of this as almost trying to get through, trying to push. Think of it as also less of a weapon. Think of it as something that adds to the circle of life. One
I can promise
everyone
you
must
that
eat.
outside
It
of
is
woods, I will take it
natural.
away from you, and you won't have the chance to
Never
hurt other
again.
people.
Can I?
Both of you roll.
Could I?
Both of you roll
suggest-
straight charisma checks.
Could I suggest maybe give me a help action, give me advantage, just because
Yeah,
I'm the
that's both of them.
highest.
Both of you roll straight charisma
No.
checks. John, roll an insight check.
I can't give him persuasion. He can't persuade.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check just because I want to.
I guess I was feel included.
18.
What'd you get?
8.
Sweet.
Nice. That's good. That's a good old 11.
18.
Better than all of you. Oh
11?
no, we tied.
You've got a plus fucking 90 Arcana.
I was
John,
rolling.
you feel the kind of panic clutching at you as they talk to you. You feel it kind of start to calm down and.
Okay.
If you like, I can give you like sort of tipped arrows that won't hurt anything for a start.
I'll.
Chicken to shove marshmallows.
Okay.
Take it easy. Breathe.
Okay. It's
Okay.
a bit much. It's a bit much for today, but
Okay.
I'll follow her around.
All right. Just take
I'm-
it easy. And come back.
Take the whole thing.
I will take the bow.
Yeah.
I'll take the bow.
Okay.
Do you want it?
I'll
Put it in the bag of holding. I'm gonna put two bows in the bag of holding because I forgot.
I should
to
have
do
given it
that
to
when I
Hibbs.
Maybe-
It's like, Hibbs, do you want it?
maybe. Okay.
No, you can follow me
I can
around.
try again at some point, but it's a bit much. I'll follow you around for now. Okay.
So I'll when I'm doing my hunting and stuff, I'll point out like different tracks and like
Roll survival check.
Scat.
Roll an intelligence check with advantage. Oh my god!
Wow.
12.
Yeah, that's what John got too.
6.
6.
Oh,
The
I
first-
misread it.
John's a little shaken, and this first kind of hunting trip, while it goes okay, and you do end up feeding Hibboleth a little bit, John's ability to retain information at this current stage is a little impeded, but you do manage to get through, and you've learned a little bit.
Yeah.
You've not lost everything.
It is.
So, for example, he would know to look for tracks of an animal and poop,
Yeah.
but he don't.
Yeah.
He
Doesn't necessarily know
what
how to
poop.
identify them or even how to see them, but he knows what
to
kind of look for.
Yeah.
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 He knows that he should be looking for those things,
Yeah.
regardless if he can actually do it himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
While they're out hunting,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit on a log overlooking the city. I'm going to use sending and send Paramus. Paramus, I hope you're well. We are working on powering up. We are coming for you. You're just going to need to be patient and hang in there. Do you think you can do that?
Aramas is still... He's able to reply.
Use the voice. Said you're up to it.
Yeah,
I said I might be.
mate. Yes, and come on,
Very
I
quietly,
believe in you.
you get a response of, "Oh yes, I
Sorry,
appreciate that.
that wasn't too bad.
We're still heading northwest. I'll see you soon." And that's all you get.
Why do I feel uncertain by that? I feel uncomfortable with that.
You don't hear it.
I know, but this is Josh.
I'm gonna use
Where you
another
made me
one.
uncomfortable too.
Just a tone.
It's not even that. Why
Have
would
you
sneeze?
been going northwest for
Good point.
the complete 2 days that you've been traveling? And I'm assuming you're still unable to cast anything because War seems a little bit smarter than that.
Still unable to cast anything. We've crossed the Dalen Range and we are heading past Freighter Town.
Past Freighter Town. Okay.
Towards the coast.
Has War
Using another one.
yeah,
Okay.
because got shit all else to do this week.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm going to start with. Oh no, never mind. I'm not. I'm going to ask. Does War have his horse back? And have you been travelling solely on the material plane?
Yes, he has his horse back, and and then it cuts off.
So I would go with no, not solely on the material.
You do know that
But does it cut
sending
off?
is a silent spell for the person we're playing as well, right?
I do.
Okay, just making sure.
Does it
Obviously
cut
I'm
off
not.
if you go between planes?
Did
We don't
I
know.
don't know. Actually, no, it shouldn't. Anyway,
would I know that?
meta knowledge. I'm not with them.
Would I know that?
No.
You would know. You have the spell.
That's 28 on Arcana.
20. Holy fuck! You would definitely
You're the
know.
kid that never studied at school
what's
and got
the-
like A pluses.
I studied at school. I just can't remember shit.
sending. Yeah.
I'm not with them, so I obviously can. I'm probably with Archibald. Do I see what he's doing? Obviously, I don't know what he's doing, but I've seen him.
You
use that.
probably see a couple of tattoos lit up
Okay.
and my mouth moving, but I'm not saying any words.
Okay. I wait till he finishes.
Roll a d20.
Awesome. Oh no.
That's another natural 19.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter anyway. There's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive if they're on another plane, but it does cross plane.
Okay.
But you don't know if you cross planes. It cut off very suddenly.
May I just stop talking? I see him doing that. I see him stop. Like, casting a spell there.
Yeah, just having a conversation.
Do you mind if I ask who?
It's
Vadanos?
Baroness, yeah. Just making sure it's okay.
And is he okay?
Yeah, still traveling northwest. Made his way past the Dalen Ranges.
Down range?
Yep. They've just crossed Freighter Town. He's got his horse back. Like,
That's
War's
not
got
good.
his horse back. Well, it was bound to happen.
True.
But they have. Did he say they had or hadn't been on the material plane for the most of them?
Well, it cut off with
before
yet. So.
Alright. Sounds like. Well, he got cut off, which is kind of concerning seeing as how it's a spell. But before he could answer if he'd been travelling materially or ethereally for the most part,
We're not there.
And you said for the most part he's been traveling?
Yeah.
I have a -1 to dealing with
is
trauma.
unable to.
You were
He's
waiting.
unable to cast
To dealing
spells.
with trauma.
Unable to use his shape-shifting abilities, any of that. I would say War has him very much restrained.
Oh, that's... I mean, at
It's
least...
not ideal, but he
No.
knows we're coming for him.
And at least he seems to be in current standings, safe.
Yeah.
That's something.
I'm gonna, until we get him back, I'm going to keep that line of communication open as much as I can.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I've been making some headway on your tats.
Yeah?
Not enough to gather any spells from it, but I've made something. I've kind of opened a little bit of a crack of a door, if you will.
Okay.
And it's getting there. I'm going to spend some more nights on it. Tomorrow, don't forget that we're going to be spending time with Alba for the tournament, for enchantments.
Alright, yeah.
That's something we can both learn. I could always use more knowledge in that area because I've got plans.
I hope I can be subtle enough to do it.
I think it'll be fine.
You've seen me, I'm not exactly the most subtle spellcaster out there.
No, you're not. But what you don't make up in subtlety, you make up with determination.
Yes, well,
And that's
basically all I got for it.
well, that's often more than what everyone else has. I mean, you've seen me.
It's true.
I would run when you've stayed. I saw you stay.
Well, didn't work out for Varamus, but honestly, he made the decision and he saved my life. So I'm going to save his.
That is more than enough. I'm all in for that. I don't want to leave another one. So, but
We know a lot more than we did last week about this horseman in particular.
absolutely.
And we are getting tooled up. We're going to get him next time.
I sure hope so.
Don't use hope so. We will. Where are the other two?
I don't know.
Did
we'll
we just
probably
send John out
resurface.
hunting with his bare hands? Is he going to snap the neck of a deer while he's out there?
I mean, it kills the
I
kill.
mean, yeah, it's just. I would imagine that would take so much strength.
I mean, he's
What
got it in
angle would you
surprise.
do it from? Like, you'd
Oh my
have
god,
to be.
can we
on
resurface
the...
at this point?
Oh, hi.
I mean, you gotta have it's kind of.
I was gonna roll for it, but you played it out. So
Well,
Like, do you get on the back of the deer and then. Oh.
I mean, you could, or you could just go
How
like with your
flexible
knee
are
and then just go like
these?
that. And,
are they-
they're probably not
what are
that
they talking
flexible. To be
about?
fair. I'm a city boy.
I have no
So-
idea.
What are you two?
Oh, you got any kills lately?
Not deer.
Oh, what did you hunt? Duck?
that can't.
Oh,
I don't know. First animal that came
it's
to my mind.
marginally smaller than deer, you know, like
Oh.
rabbits. And...
Okay. They're
Well,
easier to break.
Baby deers? They're technically small.
Yes, but harder to catch.
Well, did you catch any?
Would I know
Did you
if
catch any?
magic missile is possible?
I mean, I certainly didn't.
Roll an Arcana check.
Right. Well,
Oh, please.
what time of the day?
Well, hold on. No,
Let
roll.
this one be my natural 20 for the night.
Roll.
Oh, it's
27.
You feel like magic missile is probably faster than a rabbit.
I don't bring this up.
Oh my
just
god, I was
sit
going to
there
say, are
in
you
my
actually going to
satisfaction.
mention this on rabbit?
what time of the day is it, by the way?
At this stage, it's kind of early afternoon.
Okay. Well, seeing how we're not exactly, obviously we're not too low in our funds. However, it could be better, and if we're going to be trying to get more equipment to be able to carry to fighting war, we were just discussing. Vadamas is very much alive.
Well,
That's good.
Varamus is alive.
Where the state of where
He
it
got
is.
cut off in the middle of his last message to me. Either ethereal transit or knocked out.
Or Umbra shenanigans.
That's what I was about to say, actually, yeah. What if he hit a non-umbral space,
That-
right?
They
Actually,
were
what did
just
you-
over the Dalem range. They'd passed Freda town.
Are there
Heading
any
northwest, yeah.
Wasn't
Heading
spots
northwest.
over
Heading
That was
there?
around the
northwest.
area where we
Wasn't
cut out.
Freda Town the nearest major town to that field we went into with the spotty connection?
Oh, there was the cave with the no connection.
Yeah.
That was
oh,
kind of
right.
further down.
Yeah, there was some areas. I remember them too well.
You remember
Well,
that's the cave that we
yeah,
found
I
at
forgot
about your
about that.
tattoo
Yeah.
stuff.
So
I mean, there's a possibility that
that's where he is. Like, his past Freighter Town is...
Could be around
so it could be an
Albion.
umbral thing rather than him getting found out that he's
Yeah.
talking to you. So that's
Could be
at
very
least
much, yes.
positive that it could be.
He
That-
still can't cast spells, or shapeshift, or anything like that.
Which means he must
How do
have-
you block that?
I mean, you can tie someone up.
Immobilization.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Would
get him
that
to wear heavy
count
armor.
for wild shape?
Our shape
Yeah.
Should we
is.
try it? Do you guys want to tie me up and I'll see if I can do it? Change into something?
I think I'm not drunk enough for that.
Because the other thing is that he could be too exhausted to. They could be keeping him awake.
Honestly, I'm not sure how druids cast their magical that well.
Well, if he's running dry on Umbra and they've kept him awake and he can't sort of like resupply.
Well, at least we have an idea where he is.
Exhaustion points.
But for the time being, honestly, I think we should really start looking at
Are you looking
being
at
able
wild
to
shape?
afford more things.
Mm.
Now,
Right.
whether you think it could be for either or just for the party funds if you want. I still say we all should have a little bit of amount in case the party funds, aka him, decides to fly off again. So
I
it's
didn't-
just
Yeah.
I'm just saying. No hard feelings there, but that could
I
happen
dumped
again.
the bag of holding on his shoulders. It's your responsibility now.
Wait, dump as in.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
No,
It's like,
Cover him in it.
You got
Well,
10 minutes, Silkus. It's an escape room.
takes 10 minutes. Takes 10 minutes in the body bag. What was the what? Never mind.
How did that end up in my hand?
Oh yeah, I
He closed
Yeah.
the book and it blew it across it.
just wasn't about. Oh, we have 10 arcane
I
batteries.
mean, it doesn't say that you can't do it.
No, it doesn't
I
say
have-
anything about it.
I have
It
like.
doesn't say that you, if you're a mobile, you
Well,
I will
can't
look into that.
So you see,
Make a
Silkus.
decision.
You see Silkus
Come on.
kind of like head in the bag and just yelling like muffled from outside. It's like, oh, we have 10
I know
arcane
what
batteries.
The outcome is regardless.
And
but I need
one
to look into the
small,
wording.
medium, large spawn. That
I'd
one
say
for
just
you.
make a choice that suits the
Okay,
story.
that's enough.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's all I wanted. I run.
Are you?
I trip you.
Where are you all now heading?
Well, still got
I
some
think we're
time.
just chilling up here for a while.
Well, I mean, it seemed as though Hib didn't get seen at all when he came into the inn this morning.
That is true.
So I'm feeling like we could probably sleep at the actual inn if you guys want.
I see who.
Huh?
Who?
Huber left?
Oh, him. Yeah, where is he?
He's very stealthy, from
It's
what
like
I can
just-
tell.
Right behind him.
Right next.
Just
All you hear is like
it's just
that
like, oh, I thought that was a
squeaking
rock.
sound.
Yeah, it is a squeak.
Like right next to you, like,
Listen
hi,
to
I'm here.
squeak. Man, between you and him, my God, we've got like rogues here. So, well, I want to do a little bit more study in the library. I want to research a little bit about my homeland.
Which is is that where I want to go for druid stuff?
Wildevale is the land of the tribal druids, yeah.
I also want info on that.
Okay, well, I take off my my
face.
I take off my face.
I had a really fun way to describe how he does that, but it never worked out before I could do it. Didn't have a good time for it. I do take off my what the fuck it's called?
Collar.
Collar. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Collar. I just put it in the bag. I take my cane. I put it in there. Shut it.
I just want it on the record that if you go missing next, you're never going to hear the end of it.
I don't know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
It's very
What I'm
true.
going to say is, there's a spell. I just really came to aware that locate person and the spell scry. Scrying kind of works on the. I just do change my voice back to just docs. Does kind of affect when they see the person. So I could be monitored there, and locate.
What, as Silkus you can get monitored?
Well, if I change, keep secret, I always thought scrying would be something I could dodge, right? But, just became aware, locate object is a thing. Hence why I just put that stuff in my bag.
Who's back?
Our bag.
Our back.
Our bag.
Our bag. Our bag. The group's bag.
Oh, not the animal. Okay, because that'd be disgusting.
The owl bag.
I have an idea for an item now. So I just want to say, look, I want to look for my homeland. I want to find something about my changeling thing. So if you guys want to do some more stuff up here, I don't want to oppose and tell you guys not to come. If you want to come down, up to you. But I do want to go there and do a little bit more research. So then, open the bag, put the collar back on, take out my staff. Alright, well. So what do you want to do?
I'll go with you because I want to learn more about the same area.
Fair enough.
With this, and the decisions yet to come, that is where we're going to end the session.
Puponic attack. Wow.
Thank you, everybody, for dropping by. I see you in chat, Spirit Channels. Thank you for coming. We do appreciate it. Chuck us a follow if you have enjoyed and want to see more. Of course, you can join our Discord, which is over there in the chat or in the panels below. We chat to people there, and, you know, all kinds of stuff. You can interact with us between streams, stuff like that. Follow us all on Twitter. MA's up there. Mine's up over there, and then everyone else's is below their little bubble.
Hey.
Go follow us all there. We have a poll up on Twitter right now on the official Maximum Altitude Twitter channel, Twitter account, Twitter timeline, whatever, which will determine the new content we begin to release. So we have plans to bring more content into more programs. We want to have a larger repertoire of stuff to share with you all. Which includes things like single-player storyline gameplay of things like The Last of Us or XCOM or stuff like that. We have a multiplayer gaming option. We have live-action comedy and other skits, things like that, and of course informative videos where we talk about both the world of Genova and D&D and what works with us in our experience. But vote on that poll if you'd like to see more content. That is where we're going to prioritize bringing in that new content from. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. We will see you next time.
Yeah.
Until then, thank you so very much for watching.
You're welcome.
Crew battle axe.
Take it easy.
And
Go
Slazy.
crazy.